It's just
I mean, the D-backs could win one game, but that's why it's stupid. That's why the rule is dumb. But there's nothing you can do about it.
It should be more than one game. But,
I mean, more than 3-4 teams should make the playoffs, and the teams that lead MLB and wins by 7 games shouldn't play each other in the first round if they win the playoff game. That's stupid.
I mean, freaking.
You got the number 1 team and number 2 team in the playoffs playing each other in the first round after the Dodgers get past the thing if they win. That's like, and then the World Series is over basically. I mean, Tampa Bay is the only other team that's like.
Brewers probably win the World Series.
I guess Houston is good too. But
there's a lot of good teams in there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Brewers get their first one this year. I'm gonna be honest with you now.
Brewers can't beat that.
And like I said, I haven't been keeping up like I have. I just started paying way more attention probably like the last month or two. But
the Brewers can't beat San Francisco or LA. They can probably beat Atlanta, but they can't beat San Francisco or LA. San Francisco is.
Boy, mustache. I need to shave. Say what?
You do.
I'm saving it for Paris, B.
Paris yes, so you can shave it.
I leave tomorrow morning.
So you can shave on the plane.
I'm shaving tonight. Paris is getting the best shave I ever get in my entire life. I'm cutting my hair tonight. Fam.
When are you supposed to go?
I leave tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Last pod, B. I'm a pod in Paris, too. I need to shave my face and my wee-wee.
And then what?
Wee-wee.
Yes, you just laugh like you were in Paris.
Looks like a palm tree out of a campfire.
Yeah, where you get that cord from? That joint looked like you stole it from a homeless man.
It came from here. What are you talking about? It's a great cord. Man, you even got cord shaming?
Joint looks frayed.
Let's do this, B.
Cord shaming.
So many people like, fam, I know you're not missing an episode tonight.
About to lock the door. Leave me alone.
Yes.
Freaks.
Oh, I'll give you some trivia to use on the show. Let me write this down. Come on. Come on.
What was that story that he was talking about, that baseball game?
Fam, was that story racist?
Yeah, of course it was.
Because
anytime you mock a voice, of course it is.
I couldn't even tell.
Stuff like that doesn't bother me, but of course it is.
It didn't bother me.
You doing a voice.
It didn't bother me, but I'm just like, he had to be drunk. Yeah, he was drunk. You know, he was. Because you know what? Just to make the assumption that just because,
like this, they had a wine glass that was like this.
Well, they did like a wine episode. I don't know what they brought us wine in here. Like just the fact that like, yes, you're half Mexican, but like, you know, if somebody saw you, they wouldn't know. They could assume or whatever. And like, I'm clearly black, but like the fact that like you just cool enough to just think like they don't even care, like they don't care about it. It's weird. He was like Los Angeles, man. You know,
the joke didn't make sense.
I didn't understand it whatsoever.
He said like 3,000 people laughed. Oh, who?
Yeah, I was like, what was you on a megaphone?
D-backs haven't had 3,000 fans in a game.
I'm like, yes, you was on a PA. He got
on to figure out. Like,
I did not understand the joke whatsoever. I was like, maybe I just missed it. I was like, wasn't trying to pay attention. I gave him a fake chuckle. I was like, man, get out. All right, let's do this. You always think this podcast, episode 265. Yes. Just in case. One more story right here.
Keep the door.
What's the longest hockey team that has never played outside? Like, man, please. Episode 265. George, Greg, back in the building. I almost said John Gruden. John Gruden, Urban Meyer, back in the building.
If he was here, he wouldn't be a Raider employee any longer because he would be dead.
Fam, the Raiders are a phenomenal football team. Can
you need to look up the word phenomenal in the dictionary, apparently.
They're the number 1 offense in the league.
They're not.
3-4.
Having the most yards,
3-1,
having the most yards per game going into that week doesn't mean you're the number 1 offense in the league.
Okay, depending on what statistical category you're looking at, they're the number 1 yardage football team in the league. Is that what you just say?
They led the league in yards per game. They also played, 2 overtime games already? I mean...
Yeah, but those 2 overtime games wasn't like... Well, you know, one was.
Yes, they drove.
Yeah, one.
Both games they drove twice.
Okay.
They drove for a field goal.
It's okay to be happy for them.
They turned it over.
You're more happy for the Jets than you are the Raiders.
No.
Your Jets tweets is, yes!
No, I'm not tweeting about the Jets. I'm tweeting about one player specifically, quarterback.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it does, because I put my reputation on the line and says Zach Wilson.
Yes, it's on the line.
It is.
Yes. Yeah, yours and Urban Meyer are like this.
Thrills.
Someone shaky right now. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share this podcast. Appreciate everybody who shares, comments, participating. Yes, we are doing an episode today. I know a lot of people thought I was in pay already, but I'm not. I am right here. Real quick, I do want to give you guys a heads up on something. Shout out to the homie Mike. Homie Mike is involved in something online. It's an online outlet called KixRx, KixRx.com. They sell brand new sneakers and they sell used sneakers. It's like a shop. They sell over 12,000 pairs of sneakers. You can shop by brand, size, color, whatnot. They got men's, women's, and kids sneakers. On the opposite end, they also buy new and used sneakers. Just go to the site, hit the sell your kicks, and fill out the information. Sellers can expect to have a quote within 24 hours. I'll tell you about this site. Mike had hit me up and said, yo, check the site out. Went to it. It's a dope site, man. They got some really great prices on there. It's one of them sites where like you can find something super duper affordable, or you can find something on the higher end. And they actually, what I did was sorted by highest price, and it pulled up like human races. It had Jordans. It had a lot of things like that. So you guys check it out. KixRx.com, KixRx. And the best part about it is it's not like them other sites. You call the phone number or you send a message phone number, it goes straight to the actual owner of the place. So it's full transparency. It's a super dope site. Check it out. Find something for the kids. Find something for the missus. Find something for yourselves, fam. KixRx.com. I probably butchered that. That's the homie. He typed up something and said, could I mention the website or whatever? So I said, why not, man? That's the homie, man. I'd do anything for Mike. Shout out to Mike, man. But check it out, like I said. And it's on the screen. Right here, some of the graphics. KixRx.com. George, you got any pickups, anything?
I think the only thing I got was Billie Eyelash shoe.
Oh, you actually bought one?
I got it on sneakers, the green one.
Oh, your size?
They suck. No.
Oh, you got them in hand?
Yeah.
Like suck, like.
Oh, they're
because of the AJKO or the color.
Oh no, both. They're I don't do that. The color's not bad, but the shoe is terrible. It's not even. No, it's not. It's not even AJKO. It's like. It's like.
Oh, it's not.
It's not even canvas.
Well, it's an AJKO, but it's not canvas.
Fam, the shoe is terrible. It's for her. Let's put it that way. Yeah. It built it just for her. No one else.
I mean, just that release for what itself. I was actually like pleased with the release because I think the type of question that you ask can deter people who really ain't got no business in their buying them in the first place. I mean, what was your question?
Say they don't have any business, but yes, you're right about the first part.
We had no business being in there. We had no business in there whatsoever. We know those shoes ain't our style.
Well, that's why we lost.
We know that. No. First of all,
but saying people don't got no business is not. I don't believe in that.
Well,
I don't believe in that.
No. First of all, you and I, we know those sneakers aren't for us in whack before we went in there. We got no business being in there.
I saw a thing. Yeah, we don't. But that's a personal opinion. I saw a thing today where some cat did like a reveal of all his card grades or whatever online, and it's like a cat. It's like he's a bot person. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been grading cars for 3 years." I know he's lying because he wasn't even in the car. He
grades them?
No, he sends them out to be graded. He reveals what the grade was. So I know he's lying because he ain't been in the cars that long. He's a bot person. He'd been the thing you complain about where bot people buy this and buy that and buy that and do whatever. He's that person. But it made me realize. It didn't make me realize because it was years later. But like, if them cats are smart enough to do it, who am I to judge them?
We've already said that. We've said that on here before.
Yeah, so saying they don't have no business buying Billie Eyelash shoes, like if they can figure it out, then they can buy Billie Eyelash.
Oh no! I'm not talking about people like that who are strictly. Well, you know what?
They're resellers. You are talking about that. That's exactly what you're talking about. Resellers.
Look, everybody that was in there, I haven't seen one person, literally not one person prior to this. No, wearing them or saying that these is fire, these is I need to see in hand. Not one. And I'm talking about guys. Girls, I haven't seen girls and say anything about it.
I haven't seen a single person wear them.
Now.
Except maybe her.
Of course, but I haven't seen a single person wear a lot of things that fly off the shelves and sell out. Now, I will say, when I went into the site, I'm an AJKO fan. I'm not opposed to green or Volt or whatever it is.
It's not really an AJKO, though.
Okay, well, look, the shape of an AJKO.
It's a fake Jordan 1. I mean, not a fake, but it's not really a Jordan 1.
Look, that was the only one I was slightly interested in. I did think the 15, I thought it looked better than a typical 15. Like, I thought it was improved. I was a little surprised at how improved it was. Am I copping? No. But I will say...
Can you improve a 15?
Yeah, you can. You can improve a Jordan 2. Don C improved the Jordan 2. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He did. He improved a 2, but a 2's better than a 15. Like, the 15 starts so low. What's the bar?
Okay. Well,
I mean, a 2's bar is much higher than a 15 bar. I mean, I'm just saying.
Look, I will say when I got into the site and it asked me her, what was it? What question did you get? What's her dog name?
Yeah, the dog's name.
And I got, when was she born?
I Googled it and found 4 different names and typed them all in. They didn't work. So I just said, all right, this ain't for me.
Yeah, I forgot whatever my question was. And
it
as
said
soon as
type it all lowercase.
As soon as I saw it, even the fact that the question wasn't sneaker related made me not try. I was like, oh, well, I'm out.
The first point that you made, that it should be a question that a fan would know,
right?
I agree with.
That was perfect for them.
The same thing with Eric Emanuel, the same thing with...
No, not the same thing for that.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Why not?
I mean, he's not he's not her.
Fan.
No, no one knows Eric Emanuel's dog and like all that stuff.
I bet you Rico does.
I don't know. He doesn't.
I guarantee you people do.
I guarantee there's probably not that information out there about Eric Emanuel except birthplace and with the address where the store is located. We didn't even know Eric Emanuel had a flagship store. So we didn't even know that. If they would have said...
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. Until it got flooded and he sent that picture of the flood.
I knew way before that.
I had never known that.
I've been helping Rico and Simple buy them shorts for like 2 years now. Fam, COVID... I think COVID switched your brain.
I know they had a website. I didn't know they had a physical building.
They had a store.
I had no idea. And I've talked to him personally.
They make them. I'm pretty sure his whole thing is like, I make them in here in New York City, which is why I charge $108 for shorts.
Now, see, that would be a question for an Eric Emanuel person. Where is the store located? Brooklyn, Flatbush, whatever, all this type of stuff. It's
Billie Eilish,
a Billie Eilish fan. I was watching this. I mean, I get caught in these YouTube holes.
Fam, it's still a question, though.
I don't know why. I love seeing like celebrities surprise their fans. I be watching that on YouTube. I just love that sometimes. It just make me feel good.
They like invite them to
something? Know what they like. Be posted up and then like, and they be standing right there. I like that. You don't like that? Come on, bitch.
It's not that I don't like it. Like, it's cool.
Then don't do that. Don't shoot me then, fam.
You made a point to say I like it. Like, I mean, that's cool, but I'm not like looking for it.
I mean, sometimes you click one and then you look on the side of YouTube and it's like, oh, Chadwick Boseman surprised Black Panther. Oh, let me click that. Oh, shoot. Vin Diesel surprised whomever.
Make-A-Wish? Make-A-Wish stuff is cool. And
that's not a surprise, fan.
Like, yeah, it is.
That's you sign up for it.
Fam, I'm talking about like not the actual Make-A-Wish. Aaron Judge met some kid who pulled a Aaron Judge baseball card and he has like terminal cancer or something.
Right.
Aaron Judge met him, signed the card. That's cool. But I'm not like checking for it.
He probably devalued the card by signing it. I don't know what the grade is on a signed one. But the thing is that like, so with Billie Eilish fans, she was like dressed in the audience like a nerd. And it was like her fans had to like get on camera and describe her and what they love about her. Man, they love her. They know like her dog and her mom and what cities. They know that type of stuff. So when a Billie Eilish fan who wants to go to a Billie Eilish concert wants to get in there and do it, I'm quite sure they know the dog's name right off the bat. What was the dog's name? I
have no idea. But there was like 4 different... She adopted a dog. She had a dog since she was a kid. And there was like another dog. It was like wolf, spider, and tic-tac-toe or something. I don't know. I tried 3 different things I seen on Google and nothing worked, so I stopped looking. I was like, I guarantee you them shoes haven't even shipped yet. I got my pair from sneakers 2 days later or whatever. I bet you them ones from BillieEilish.com haven't even shipped. I could be wrong, and I'm not trying to judge Billie Eilish because obviously she has nothing to do with distribution. But
like, look, man, once I saw the question, I said, I'm out. It wasn't even worth my time even researching. If it would have been Undefeated or anybody else, and they would have said,
like clicking 2 buttons on a website.
No. If it would have said, when did if it would have said what month did the Jordan 15 release, I probably would have searched it.
Listen,
something about a sneaker-related question would have did it. And every single site that puts a question should do something like that. Not sneaker-related, not nothing. It should be like, what was the last word that Virgil Abloh posted on his last IG page? And you got to go to the IG page and look for the last word that he posted. If he says congrats, you got to go back to the... Like, it should be something like that. It shouldn't be...
I like the fan thing because the people that get through are the ones that know the answer immediately.
Yeah, for Billie Eilish. I'm talking about for like... us.
Oh, Off-White?
I don't need... Yeah, if it was an Off-White drop and it said, what's the question?
No, because that's sneaker-related. Like, stuff like that shouldn't happen.
No. Nobody should be able to answer the question off the top of their head, to me. I think that makes it fair. if they said what was his first brand, I don't know if Pyrex is his first brand, but if it, yo, what's his first brand he came up with?
I think if you're
everybody
talking
would
about
know Pyrex.
No, I think if you're talking about Billie Eilish and like Erica Manuel, something that's very niche, yes. But when you're talking about sneaker, nah, sneaker's like sneaker.
Nah,
it's like what color is the color orange? I was fine with that. Just type the word orange in, and you prove you're not a bot, and then you can get the shoe. I think that's fine.
I mean, that one's okay.
I mean,
it's like if it would have said, "What is the name of the color of the Air Max 1?" and it's magma. It's
man, if you don't stop.
Why? That would make it better. All right,
stop.
That makes it better because if it said, "What is the box name of the orange Air Max 1s that released in 2020?" The color is magma. It's not orange. It's not tangerine. It's not nothing. It's magma. I think that's better.
You're out of control.
All right. Well, what else you got? That was it. So you're not keeping it?
So. I mean, I already sold that joint.
Hannah didn't want it?
Wasn't even my size. No, it was like a size 11 or something.
Hannah wasn't interested in those at all anyways?
She don't wear high tops.
Are they really high?
I mean,
they're so meshed. They look like
KO. I mean,
oh, they kind of look like they fell over. Like they look like so meshed.
Like it was like a black box that said Billy on it, and it was like Billie Eilish paper. But they didn't. But the box was like one of those flimsy paper Nike boxes that just fall apart. I was like, they didn't do nothing special for this, man. Like, what was the chocolate melt shoes had a better packaging than Billie Eilish shoe? Like, huh?
They probably, maybe on the Billie Eilish site had better boxes.
I hope.
I wonder why sneakers didn't have the 15. Like, must be later. Sneakers app is, boy, they be pushing stuff back. Them Barkley, Saquon Barkley is supposed to drop on the 8th. Got put past to the 22nd. All of a sudden, these patterns drop on the 8th. Fam, I need a pair. I was going to buy a pair out in Paris. If they drop, I'm buying them from Kith in Paris. I'm bringing them back. I'm bringing them back on the plane. I'm rocking them. I didn't pick up anything. I grabbed a couple pair of old school Vans. That's about it. Actually, more than a couple pairs of old school Vans, but I got some old school Vans. Sometimes you just got to go all out on Vans. You have to. When was the last time you bought a Van and kept it?
Well, I don't sell Vans. What do you mean bought it and kept it? I don't resell Vans.
I mean,
if I buy Vans, I buy them. I mean, if I buy Vans, I'm buying them to wear. The last pair of Vans I got was the one that OG Man sent us. I was looking at those the other day. Like, I forgot I had these.
Oh, yeah. I haven't worn mine yet. They're in that bag.
ID Vans.
Shout out to him, man. What come out this week, family? Probably nothing, since everything gets pushed back, but... I mean, we'll see. Everybody who listens to this podcast, it is these release dates are what's it called? To be determined? TBA? Subject to change. Subject to change.
You're asking the wrong person.
Cats be like, yo, y'all never got it right. Don't come to this podcast looking for release dates. Never. If you're like, yo, load the episode quick so I know what to cop this week.
That's
don't
the last
ever,
thing you should come to
don't
the show
ever
for.
come to this podcast for release dates.
That's the
ever.
last thing you should come here for.
Come on here for Greg's NFL picks, though, because I washed you this week. Washed you, fam.
He sent me the message. Something had to be wrong with that.
Nope. Yep. I posted it on IG, so you can go through yours one by one.
I'm about to.
Washed you.
Nah. Bluebird Jordan 5 women's. No comment?
I mean, I don't understand different shades of Carolina blue. I mean, I don't know what Bluebird is, but they should have called them Twitters. Nah, that's a Bluebird.
Blueberries.
Twitter was on the rise yesterday, man. I was trying to buy stock. I was trying to buy some
yes, Robin Hood.
I was Robin Hood sent me a message like, fam, we need your tax information. I was like, I ain't never copped nothing from y'all. Leave me alone.
Women's Air Force One Fontanka. I don't have no idea what that is, but it looks like it should be like a Supreme release.
Oh, looks like something's already come out before. It's a Fontanka.
Yeah, it looks like a Supreme. Dunk High Midnight Navy.
Oh, I mean, I'm quite sure a Low Navy's coming out pretty soon, so we'll wait.
The shoe of the year, apparently, maybe at Pata.
Pata Air Max 1s are a must cop.
This says $2,000, so for me, it's not a must cop. Maybe in your size.
It's a must cop. You paid $350 for it?
I've already accepted that I'm not getting it. So
would you pay $350 for it?
I think I would rather have Curry Dunk Low if I'm spending that much money, but Curry Dunk Low is also like $500.
He might be about 6 now. He may be more.
I don't think
now.
so. Not in my size, but
Curry Dunks, man, just forget them. Wait till Curry Dunk High come out.
it's the same color though.
Let's go
Why would I
out.
pay $350 for that when I could pay a little bit more and buy Curry
I don't
Dunk?
know if that's the same Curry. That's more like turmeric.
It's close. Yes, Kevin Durant, Texas Longhorn color. Sakai Clot, Kiss of Death 2.
No, thank
You know
you.
who's coming out?
They're ruining that model shoe. The color
Well,
blocking
you knew it was
coming
going to
out is
happen.
whack.
You contributed to it when you bought all the other ones. Once they knew people bought the hype ones, then they're like, oh, we're going to keep making them.
Yeah, but like the color blocking on those were very unique. The blue with the silver with the maroon.
Yeah, but if you
with
go
the
crazy
thing,
for it, it just is what it is. Is that
you go
camera even
crazy
on?
for it? Yeah, it's on. Is that one on?
Nope. Heat Map Ultra Boost DNA.
No thanks. Those are they version of Weatherman. You know, there's a lot of Ultra Boost that like if they would have came on with the hype, they would have copped. We would have copped a lot of that stuff.
Not this one, but yeah, some other ones.
That was okay.
Human Race, Sashona, Burgundy.
Are you gonna ever buy a pair of those or
I
take
have
a
to
look
see
at
them
them?
in person first.
Well, you gotta buy one to do that, so you ain't going to the Adidas
I
store.
mean, if that's the only way to get them, and
I didn't try for the blue ones because
better
I
be
knew
able to
other
return
colors
it.
are coming out. The black ones, I saw a black, a
I'm
yellow,
paying
and green.
$180 for that shoe. Plus
I don't
tax.
want to. I'll pay $122.37, but I'm not doing $180 for it.
I mean, that might be it. Let's see what else here.
I can't even think of nothing else.
ESPN Top 10 High Sports Center.
No thanks. Come on, fam. I seen those two, and somebody was like, "Fam, them is fire." I was like, "Fam,
Today's
if I
the
can't
5th?
look at the shoe and tell it's ESPN, there was no point in the collaboration." Like the shoe is, and it's the set of ESPN from like the '70s. That's why it's those colors. I'm like, nobody's gonna look at those like, "Yo, is them the what's the, I don't know any ESPN casters' names. Isn't Stan Williams? I don't know them cats. Dan Patrick's, whoever was there in the '70s.
Gundam, Dunk High, Project Unicorn, white and black pairs.
I don't think them
apparently.
joints are as whack as I thought they were when they first came out, but
Oh, they both suck.
I don't know nothing about Gundam style, and I don't know nothing about Project Pat.
What
So
about Gangnam Style?
actually, I do know a lot about Project Pat, but I don't know nothing about Project Gundam. So only thing I know about robots that look like that is Idris Elba in that movie.
Yes, movies. You
What was it called? Pacific Blue? What they call Gaiyus or something? Gaiaks? Them movies are whack, too.
Gaijus?
Kaijus, them movies suck. I thought the first one was fire, but that second one was whack. Homeboy black dude from Star Wars, I like him in Star Wars. Everything else, and activist stuff, I like him in that Star Wars. Other than that, movie whack. Big robots tearing up the town like that.
Let's see what
Casualty
else.
rate is like
that's
7
it.
trillion. You destroyed the entire city.
7 trillion casualty rate is funny.
Man, that was it?
That looks like that's it.
Fam, I solidified real quick. I know you've been on the edge of your seat, so real quick.
Edge of my
I solidified my Paris rotation. All right, so I'm taking a Paris.
I'm sure there actually are people out there that are ready to hear this.
Somebody
But
called me a fake sneakerhead
but it ain't
hype
me.
beast. I was like, fam, all these Adidas I need to unds, I'm taking some Adidas.
Wait, hold on. Are they mad because you're not taking better shoes to Paris?
Because
or
I'm not-
Are they
yeah.
mad because
I'm taking a bigger shoe. I'm like, what?
What is that? How are you a
I
hype
don't
beast
know.
if you're not taking
He
fire
called
shoes?
me a fake sneakerhead, a hype beast, a phony something. It was in the comments on IG. I mean, I was like,
Guess you gotta post more pictures on IG.
And I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about? I'm taking Ultra Boost DNA 2020s, all right? 2020 was a bad year. I'm a little terrified about taking those to another country because 2020 to me is bad luck.
I don't even know what those are. So.
You know what they are.
I mean,
you
I'm sure
can't
I've
think
seen
about it,
them,
but you know
but
what they
yeah.
are. I'm taking Bape Adidas Superstars. I gotta take those. I'm taking Adidas Human-Made Tokyos, the green ones. I'm taking Adidas Human-Made HUs. I'm taking Vans Old School OG Black. I gotta take an OG Black Vans. Vans is my style, man. I gotta take an OG Black Vans. Honorable mention, a Syracuse Dunk. I'm not sure on it yet, but it might make it.
You might
That's
as
it.
well go to Amsterdam and cop Pottas for me.
I'm trying. I mean,
Jay said he's
Let me
seen
tell you something.
somebody get like multiples. So I mean,
look, it's already in the back of my mind. I already told Rocio, I said, boy, the 8th. She said, what's on the 8th? I said, you know the usual. I'm going to try to do something. I mean.
Usual. She thought you meant a Cowboys game.
I'm going to try to use.
They're playing PSG.
Yes. I'm going to try to figure that out. All right. And look, cats have already hit me up like, yo, if you could get me. No, I'm not. I don't go on vacation anymore looking for sneakers and going to sneaker shops. I'm not going to Paris. I'm going to happen to run into some because we got a day of strictly shopping. I'm going to Kith. I'm going to some spots. All right. But I don't got the capacity to carry back all these sneakers back. Last time I bought a ton of sneakers when on vacation, I had to, what's it called? Unhook or take apart every single Nike box and make them flat, like at the factory. Like I had the Nike box flat in the suitcase, then the shoes, Nike box shoes, Nike box shoes. So don't ask me for nothing, fam. Like I'm gonna do my best to see what I can do. Maybe bring the shoes back with no box, but I gotta bring back. Cruzy asked for 3 Barbies. She wants some Paris Barbies. Cortez wants a Messi jersey, some type of really difficult Lego set, which I seen a Lego set the other day was $700. But I'm not doing that for him. He's getting a Paris set, so maybe the Eiffel Tower or something. And obviously whatever else. My mama's gonna be watching the kids for like a week and a half, so I gotta get her something nice. Maybe like Chanel perfume from Paris. I could get it from here, but from Paris is different. I heard it's a little sweeter. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I can't wait to
one extra
leave.
flower pot to it.
Cats already thought we didn't do the podcast last week because I was in Paris. I was like, nope, not yet. Hype though. We were talking about Billie Eilish release. Jordan Brand, Summer 22. Real quick before we get into what else we got on here. Oh yeah, somebody asked about Jordan 1 mids. Did you send the link that I sent you?
Did I send the link?
I mean, did you look at the link that I sent you? Same one that we had in the thread with us and the homie David, with all the ones that come out in Summer 22. I sent it in the notes pad.
I mean, yeah, but probably a long time ago.
Yeah, but I sent it to you this morning. In the notes, in the text. I'm just gonna go down the list of the ones on here because
I mean I looked at these a long time ago.
Fam, do you know how many no joke
you're gonna want the top like first?
I'm just gonna start
slide by slide.
One. Yeah.
Okay.
You know how many people? Obviously, we get a lot of messages and we get a lot. If you don't, no joke. Anywhere from 50 to 60, maybe even close to 70 of people like, George is finally gonna get his Rust Pinks. I'm like,
y'all out here trying to get me to buy bubblegum pinks, and they're actually releasing lows, fam.
Well,
damn.
You know they're women's, right?
No matter.
Both of them, you ain't getting them then. They're not gonna make them that big.
Figure it out.
Yeah, all right, yes. Send them to the homie.
You never know. They might be extended. They've never made a women's exclusive women's OG low, so we never know.
Have they not?
They made women's lows, but not the OG shape exclusive.
Shout out to Base Customs. That was a little funny.
That was hilarious. I fell off my chair.
That was really funny. It was really good.
You were worried he was going to be...
I don't know, man. When I get tagged and stuff people send me, I be like, oh, nah, man. Somebody talking junk, and I just don't.
Be offended.
I thought I was, man. I hate when I get stuff like that, because I be like, oh, my God. Like, and it's the homie, too, and I was like, man.
Now, that's how you use, what's it called?
Reels?
No.
Was it TikTok?
I don't know.
It was Reels.
That's how you use TikTok.
That was funny. That was actually really funny. I watched that about 1 million times, so that was funny. Jordan 1 denims. These are women's.
Nope.
They're better. They might be the better looking denim shoe I've seen in a long time. All right. Well, it's women's anyway. They aight. If you're a woman, I cop. Or if you simple, I cop.
I mean, that's because women can pretty much wear whatever and it don't look out of place.
Majority of these are women's sneakers.
People still can look sloppy or whatever, but...
Jordan 1 high volts.
I like it. I wish it was a low, obviously.
I mean,
I'm just telling you.
I think it's okay. If it was a low, you wouldn't have caught that.
Yeah, I would.
How come you don't have the orange one?
What kind of starfish? What kind of statement is
No. How come you don't have the starfish ones? I don't either. It doesn't make any sense for either one of us, but why don't we? Like, I've been trying to figure that out.
No idea.
We don't talk about it. We talk about Curry's. We talk about all kind of other low-top shoes, but we don't ever talk about we need those. I'm already trying to figure out how to get Pata Air Max 1s when I got two orange Air Max 1s at the house I don't wear. Magmas or whatever they called. Streets is wild. The Jordan 1 High rust pink, but it's called Haze. Now, it's a woman's shoe. And then there's the low top. It's called Haze too. I don't know why. They're two different colors.
myself. Huh?
You keep both?
Yes.
You don't like that. First of all, you ain't getting both, all right? Because they ain't making your size. What's your size in a woman's?
Doesn't matter. Fam, we're definitely getting them. We're definitely getting them. And matter of fact, I didn't meant to ask you about that because I just looked in a thread and put a thumbs up, but I didn't have any idea what shoe was actually discussed. Like
the one that you talking about today?
Yeah,
the one that you want.
But
the one that you always talk about.
Yeah. We got a no on that?
I don't know.
Oh. I don't know.
Well,
I'm hyped now then. I didn't realize that was a no from the jump.
Oh, you know how I feel about them, but what can I say now? Need them.
Yeah, you're going to wear them, so it doesn't matter.
Need.
Yeah, all right.
Need. Look, both this high and both this low is
I might just cop
fire,
and just put them on the shelf just to say I have them.
What, these?
Even if I can't wear them.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
cop a women's 12 and put
They
it
can
up.
sit next to that U of A Terminator. Where did you buy that from?
Where?
We bought that at that mom and pop shop.
Bill's Shoe Hut. What's that?
Bill's Shoe Hut, the real spot.
Right on the street. I know it is, but what?
Stephen Smith?
Right, yeah.
Stephen A.
It
Smith?
used to be right here.
That boy used to be right next to the Food City. We went in there actually looking through some like old stuff. That Terminator is
They had
probably
no business having any of the stuff they had.
What was that Terminator? The original year?
Probably 1987. No, that pair wasn't, but
it was probably 94. I would say Mike Baby era, right?
Something.
Yeesh. Both those are most comps. Desert Cement threes. Now this looks like a cement three. Whoa! You don't wear threes.
It don't matter. I want both of them.
You don't wear cement threes. You don't have cement threes.
Well, I've had many pairs.
Of course we have. I feel like we don't have to have an OG 3 before we start buying threes.
No,
again.
because
we do.
No, I don't. Because
yes, we do.
Because with this one, I'm gonna get it for a special price. A lot of my future decisions are affected by outside influences. B.
That's why that one that got sent today, I'm like, let's go.
Oh, no, I actually want that one. I had no idea what that was.
Why?
You smoking.
It's all right.
No, it's fire.
I mean, it's fire today. But this morning, before I woke up and saw that,
I mean, it's going on top shoes of the year list. Hope you know that.
Smoking sticks if you think that Jordan 1 is in the top. That's not even close. We already know the top ones.
Is it? Does it not come out? Oh, no, it doesn't come out this year. It comes out next year, right?
No, this year.
Oh.
I think end of December, I think.
Oh.
We already know at least 2 or 3 of sneaker of the year candidates. Pata Air Max 1. I'm a Menya. That's about it right now.
No.
What else?
Curry Dunk Low.
Man, will you stop with that?
Why would that not be on there?
Why?
Just because you haven't seen it yet doesn't mean it shouldn't be on there. And didn't Korean pack come out this year too? Yeah, you're a hater. No?
You talking about Korean dunks?
Yes.
Have you seen them in person?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
I saw somebody wearing them. I seen, what's the name, man? I told you.
Who?
Rerun Man.
Oh, you saw him?
I'm pretty sure it was him.
Oh, I mean, he got them. But they got patent leather on them, I think.
No, they don't.
I thought I saw like some white patent leather. No. Look, these Neapolitan threes or whatever, this pink, it's a woman's shoe.
Yeah, but that's next year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's next year. This is what we talking about. Look, this one is a must.
You started talking about that, then talked about this year's top shoes of the year, then went back to that year.
This right here is a must cop. This right here is a must cop. But
I own both of them.
But anybody who says if you didn't cop mochas, you shouldn't cop this are probably right. And we did go back and say we should have copped mochas for the record for the first person who tries to tell us that. Them Neapolitans, the women's, them joint is fire. I need them. This purple Jordan 3, no. But Kobe did wear a purple one, I think.
I don't think I'm getting either one of those, even though I probably should buy the 4.
The 4 is whack. It looked like a coming soon, like a black and white. It's the most boring Jordan, one of the most boring Jordans I've ever seen in my entire life. The black should have been somewhere else, or they should have did something else, or came out with a military 4 instead of the military golf shoe.
Military golf.
Are you copying Oreo 6s? Red Oreo 6?
Nope.
Fam, Jordan 6s, no joke. Just this picture right here, I have Jordan 10s as the worst colors of all time. This 6 right here almost went above the list.
Nope. Maybe. Yep.
Hold on.
I'm to the same page you are. Nope. Maybe. That's it. Oh, yeah. Nope.
That red 6 is so whack. It's not
The one on the bottom
funny,
is better.
All right. The one on the bottom is barely an isosceles triangle. Like, why does it look like that?
That's what they always look like.
No.
Yeah, it is.
This right here, this is an actual triangle.
That's what the shape was, man.
Like a sideways mountain. Lavender Jordan 11s. I mean, they're women's and kids, but no, whatever. But these 7210 lows, them joints are a must cop.
I thought about it.
Nah.
Nope.
You would have committed. Must cops. Them joints
I thought about it.
Absolute
Oh,
fire.
I did commit already.
Them joints are fire. Them joints are fire.
I forgot about that. Oops.
Fam. You just said 72 highs were fire a while ago.
I think gammas are better.
Gammas
are underrated.
Gammas are better in hand, awful on foot.
No, we just
72 hand, 7210.
You just say that because
awful in hand,
okay.
fire on foot.
You just say that because everyone who owns gammas don't know how to dress. That's why we say that.
Gammas were copped by the whack dress, and every gamma I've ever seen is actual dust. Like I've never seen like anybody like unds a gamma. I never heard anybody say, "Yo, I'm gonna unds these gammas."
I bet you if Staley wore them, you would be like, "Oh, fire!"
Because Staley knows how to dress. You buying green bean 5s?
Nope.
Green bean 5s were whack when they first came out and whack now. Now the fact that that's one of the original all 3M shoes, whatever, man. There's a lot of people that looked at those and said need.
The reason they nicknamed them green, actually they should have nicknamed them green peas because green beans are actually kind of good if you cook them right. But green peas, nobody likes it no matter how you cook it. I was about to say they called it green beans because they suck and green beans suck, but I would have been lying because green beans, if you cook them right, kind of good.
Green beans are really good. Now you have to cook them.
Stir fry them. You can't make them mush. If you make them smushy, then they suck. But if you cook like stir fry them where they're like a little crispy,
you can make that argument about peas. Nobody complains about peas and chicken fried rice.
Fam, but you're not eating just peas.
You like black eyed peas?
No.
I don't like any peas. Now, I can suffer.
Peas are mush no matter how you cook it.
Black eyed peas are better than green peas, but I can eat green peas in like a chicken pot pie, chicken fried rice. I don't avoid them.
Yeah, but you're not eating the pea. You eating the chicken and the spices and whatever else in there and not even tasting the pea.
Every once in a while, just to like see where me and peas stand.
You just put like stuff in there to make it look green.
Eat it. Nah, okay. Yes, they decorated it.
That's what the whole point is. Why else would it be in there? Nutrition and color.
Flavor.
That's it. Ain't no flavor.
They had carrots in it. Carrots ain't got no flavor.
Carrots got flavor. You asked for carrots at the thing instead of celery.
Because I hate celery. Biting celery is like biting a tree.
Carrots have flavor.
Do you eat celery?
Beta-carotene. Is that a thing?
Yes. It's a thing, but I don't think it's carrots. Beta-carotene is like lotion or something,
no,
I think.
It's not.
It's like face lotion.
No, it's not.
I thought it was for your skin. Beta-carotene?
Where do you think it comes from? They get all that stuff from plants to make lotion.
Yes, thank you. They don't get it out of carrots, though. You said beta-carotene is in carrots.
I bet you it is.
You should be making up stuff.
I'm going to look it up. Is beta-carotene in carrots?
All right. Yes.
I'm about to look it up.
Beta-carotene. And it don't spell it that way. Where's it at? Probably a cactus or something.
Look. Second thing on Google, is it in carrots?
Yeah, because another idiot asked.
Yes, one other person.
I've done that before.
Carrots contain the highest amount of beta-carotene of common fruits and veggies. Yes!
I mean, out of all the other ones.
No, of all fruits and vegetables. Well, common fruits and vegetables, but that common means, man, I win.
I honestly don't know if it really says that because you looked at your phone, so I'm just going to ride with it, but...
You tell me if that's...
Beta-carotene acts as a provitamin A anti-cancer compound. Carrots contain the highest. I mean, everybody wins some.
That's why it's beta-carotene, because it's carrots.
Well, you should pick your vitamins instead of football teams.
I don't believe that. So.
You buying Jordan 13 Bravo Blues?
I don't believe that that's my score, that I was that far behind.
100%. You can go through it. You buying Jordan 13 Bravo Blues? You love the lows.
I mean, I assume I committed to it already, but I don't remember.
You love the lows.
It doesn't look bad, but I don't wear 13s, so...
I mean, is this
That's probably my answer with most 13s.
Is this one of the first times where Jordan went from a low to a high? I don't feel like I've ever seen a Jordan originate as a low colorway and go to a high. We've seen Dunks do it. You had Tiffany Highs. Tiffany Highs done it. De La's did it. A few other Dunks have done it. I was literally and it went from a high to a low, which we've seen before. What am I talking about then? We've seen that before. But we never seen a low to high. Anyways, I thought that was
You're
weird.
just rambling right now.
No, because if you can't think of one time, I can't think of one time a Jordan 1 originated in a low colorway and went to high. Ever. Anyways, Jordan 1 mids. Somebody asked us our opinion. We didn't get on the podcast last week. Someone said basically because Jordan was out there wearing Jordan 1 mids or whatever. And someone had a question. They said, since we love lows and don't care for as many highs, why don't we like mids? And someone tried to say that we should be champion mids a lot more. Maybe people would care about them. I was like, I don't think we got that much influence, but you know. Care to take that, George? Someone said you were wrong about your internet versus sneakerhead take. That was the thing.
What was it?
You said that the internet thinks mids are fire and sneakerheads think they're whack.
Wait, say it again?
You said, not last week, the week before.
Well, yeah.
The internet thinks mids are fire and sneakerheads think mids are whack. Something like that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
I mean, which is probably accurate, I guess.
The only people that buy mids are just because they can't buy lows and highs. I mean, like OG lows.
I don't know about that. That probably where it started, maybe, I guess. But like they should have stopped.
Mids some mids, especially women's colors, have resale value, and I think that has resale value because people know like I can get this cheaper than I can get an OG Jordan 1.
How much are mids? 130?
Some of them, yeah.
And then 160 for highs, 180? Whatever they
170 for OG highs.
Look, man.
But some women's mids resell for like $240, which makes no sense to me. But
I mean, Andy sold them whatever them blue joints for a grip, and I was like, fam, people are really. He had posted it like a couple weeks ago, like flight blues, post blue, I don't know, some type of mid. I was like, oh no, Rico did, and Rico was trying to say like, man, people say nobody likes mids, but he just sold those ones for like $280 or something like that, $289.
No, I don't think it's that no one said people don't like mids.
Mids are whack.
I think it has to do with the fact that it's cheaper than buying the alternative.
Look,
because and also the most popular mids are all women's. Like I don't see no dudes out there clamoring for mids. They just buy them because like, yo, it's a Jordan 1. This is what's left over.
Mids suck. All right.
I don't know if they suck. They're just. What's the point?
There has only been one mid that mattered, and that's when before the love of the game. What's the joint's called? My Love Pack.
There was a yellow one and
It was a yellow one and a Chicago mid. The only and look, that was the only time mids ever mattered ever, and there's only two reasons why. One, because it came in a pack, and that was during that block of time when like, I mean, a pack of Jordans was like, whoa, you get a whatever the number was equal 23, the packs, whatever you get a.
Yeah,
15 and whatever, and that was the only one where it didn't equal 23. You got 2 ones in it, and then that was the reason. That was one reason it was a pack. The other reason was yellow. Like there wasn't any crazy colorways of Jordan 1s back in the day. Like yellow was like the whoa, like that was like out there. So like anything about mids, fam, mids should only be worn by toddlers all the way up to maybe age. I'll give you 13. Once you hit 14, 15, or 13th birthday party, you got to get yourself a pair of highs. Then once you get to around the 29 years old, you got to start investing in lows. It's a circle of life. You go from mids to highs, then you go back to lows because you get older. That's just the way it is. If y'all don't like that answer, I got nothing for you. I'm going to tell you something. Cats have been wilding about stuff that we say on this podcast, and it's getting on my nerves. This cat was so mad about what we were talking about JJ Redick in the top 5 dude play. I just couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. He was so mad. First of all, the amount of comments of people that hate us talk. I've already told. I said, Cam, I'm talking to the homie about sports, just like if we was at the crib or in the car. I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to say how I feel in that moment. There's plenty of times I'll go and leave home and be like, yeah, Joe's probably right. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It's not that big of a deal. He made his own top 5 list of Duke players, and it basically had all ours in it except JJ Redick. Like it was like the other ones that I had in it. You had Luol Deng in it and no JJ Redick. And he said we know nothing about sports and we're idiots and we're all this crazy stuff. I'm like,
somebody on YouTube said something about that. George knows nothing about sports. So, all right, whatever.
And I'm like, fam, like who cares? First of all, it's a list of non-Hall of Famers in the first place. Kyrie might be the only one in that list getting in the Hall of Fame. Maybe Tatum, maybe Zion later on down the road. Zion, I don't know about him.
Tatum, I think Tatum's already, assuming, knock on wood, he don't get injured or whatever, I think he already has set the foundation for Hall of Fame.
Of course. Kyrie has. 2, I guess.
Kyrie, yeah, he has a championship where he was probably the one responsible for winning the championship. So yes, that alone. But he also is a weirdo now, and I used to think Kyrie was a weirdo for the flat Earth stuff. Now he's just a weirdo for being a weirdo.
I don't think Kyrie's weird.
I mean, I bet you his teammates would even say he's a weirdo.
I think Kyrie is just one of them people that like.
Fam, Kyrie doesn't make any sense because like one day he's taking games off and then appearing on like the local access channel to support like a super political cause on one side. And I'm not using my right hand on purpose. It's actually the other hand. I just didn't want to say what it was. But he's like super politically one way. And then next thing you know, he's like, I don't want to take the vaccine. Huh? You realize every person on that like local TV channel that you were on representing that one day is a vaccine person. So
that's debatable.
What's debatable?
Everybody on that side isn't a vaccine person.
On that specific thing he was on that one day, every single person.
Whatever, maybe that whatever you're talking about he was on. But
I would imagine he's not appearing on that because he doesn't believe in it. Like,
it might be independent.
No. I'm talking about that specific issue, whatever it was.
Well, I didn't know they were talking about that.
Supporting. No, they weren't. They were talking about something completely different. It was like supporting the lady who was on Sex and the City for mayor or first governor or whatever. Cynthia, whatever. But her issues are all very liberal issues. So if he's a supporter of her, then it would make sense.
Don't do that.
Huh?
You can support somebody and not support every single view that they have.
Support every single view, but why would you?
He can support her and not be.
There's a difference. No, there's a difference. Okay, take a step back. There's a difference between like you vote for somebody for president and you don't believe like half the stuff they believe, and you're campaigning for somebody or like in their corner to help them get elected. Those are two completely different things. If you're appearing on like that, what I don't know what you would call it, town hall, whatever, and you're all on Zoom or whatever it was, and everyone else in the Zoom is someone who's supporting her for mayor or whatever the thing was, and you know that candidate is super one way, then you support the majority of what they believe in. You're not going to be like, me and you are not doing that for somebody. So you just said it doesn't mean he supports the majority of what they believe. Like, probably does support the majority of what they believe, or he's not campaigning for her.
Well, majority, but not everything.
To not believe in the vaccine goes opposite of what they believe, what that group of people believes in.
I don't even know if believe is the right word.
That's what I'm saying. He's a wacko.
I don't know if he doesn't believe in the vaccine. He just doesn't want to take the vaccine.
How does that make sense?
I mean, a lot of people is
but
way off topic, but you know, I've come to realize a lot of people just don't want to do it just to not do it. Just to be like, you're not going to tell me what to do versus like, this could hurt me. Now, athletes are completely one thing. I'm talking about majority of the people that we see on an everyday basis.
All right, so I had that conversation.
And we deal with those people literally on a daily basis.
So I had that conversation with someone yesterday. Someone who's in the Olympics and doesn't want to take it going into their Olympics or into the event where you only get one shot every 4 years and they don't want to take it because they don't know what it'll do to their body. I can accept and understand more than a annual sport athlete who had the entire summer to get it done and still hasn't gotten it done. There's a difference between those two people. Someone who knows that there are Olympic events coming up and they don't want to do it, but maybe they might do it after the Olympics, and the person who's had all summer to do it and plays an annual sport where it doesn't matter if you're out for like 5 games if you get sick. There's a big difference between those two people.
The thing with, I mean, when it comes to the NBA players and stuff like that, like
but it's not only NBA, it's NHL too. They're having the same issues. I'm not trying to make this like a one sport issue or like a cultural issue, because the NHL, we know, mainly white, and it's the same thing.
You know, honestly, I just wish everybody would go home. Tell you the truth, just go home. Take it or don't take it, just go home, man.
Well, the problem with take it or don't take it is their employers are telling them they have to, or else.
Well,
and you know what? You could hurt your teammates by doing that.
Now, employers, NBA is different. I don't know what they require when you get into the league in the first place. Like, do they make sure they have all their other shots first? Like,
it's the cities too, though, because like the NHL thing is Canada, the country won't allow them in.
Because because with us,
And then New York City or state or whatever, and then Los Angeles or
That's what's crazy.
California.
So like when you get into the league, you got to take physicals. Football, NFL, all those sports, you got to take physicals. Man, something in my throat.
There's smoke in this building.
Is that what it is? I'm like, fam.
Or you got COVID again?
Don't do that. I got to take a flight. And
bring your vax card.
It's like, now if they verify that, the whole thing with like the doctors and stuff like that, I seen with that you'll lose your job if you're a doctor or a nurse. Fam, that's way too much for me. All right, that's a bit much for me. I understand it, but like to me, and everybody loves to talk about like, well, you know, you got the polio one, you got the measles one, you got all this stuff, which is understandable. Like I get it. My thing is even back in the day, now they may not have been thinking this thought process, but like the diseases and pandemics and stuff weren't like, they weren't common, but they weren't unheard of. So I'm like, you know what? If the government back in the day when there was the flu and influenza and polio and all these things would have mandated vaccines for all American citizens until the day of time, it wouldn't have been a big issue. The problem is now when you start talking about you want to fire doctors and nurses if they don't get the vaccine, and it's like, yes, they got to take other vaccines in order to do so, but those contracts and stuff and those oaths and things they got to take should say all past vaccines and all future vaccines, just in case. Like, you just can't like come up with a new one and be like, you have to, like, I went to school to be a doctor and I've given my sacrifice, all my stuff. I'm still paying the government to be a doctor and nurse, all my student loans. And you tell me if I don't get this, I can't have a job? Like, that to me is crazy. Now, working at Charles Schwab or a private sector or someone like that, hey, you don't get this, don't come back, that's different. I'm all for that, man. That restaurant in Texas where that man sent that family home because he said no masks are allowed in there, I was like, well, should go on, just leave. Like, that man don't want a mask in his restaurant, leave. Now, it's ridiculous. Now, to me, it's like, it's ridiculous, but I feel the same way about a person going to a place that wants a mask. You want a mask?
It's private business.
Yeah.
If someone who owns a business has a rule, follow the rule.
Right, and that 100%. Like, and they was on the news. Like, don't go. Twitter was, don't ever go. I was like, that's that man's place, man. Like, what's the big deal? Because I want a anti-mask person to come to a mask place and be like, oh shoot, I don't believe in that. I'll go to another store. I would like them to do that. Just regular common sense thing.
Well, and also without making a big deal about it, because people, if someone is going to that place where the man says you can't have a mask on inside, like, chances are you already heard the news story about it, and you just going there to cause trouble. Like that video you sent the other day, I don't know what that's about. It was
anti-mask and vax. They were like,
I couldn't even tell what
they didn't, I guess, won't get service if you're not wearing a mask or something like that. And it's just like, what are y'all doing, man? Like, y'all not really. You just, I mean, I get it, you do what you want, but like, I just don't understand why you just don't go home or go to the restaurant you're just wasting your time to me. I saw a man the other morning.
It's just complaining. I don't understand what the point of complaining in general is.
I saw a man talking to the media about how he hates the media, and I was like, the media is going to use this clip as content on their media pages to get more people. Like, go home, man. Like, if you really want to hurt the media, just don't talk. Go home, man. But you out here cutting up in the streets, that's media content. Like, everybody just go home, man.
Back to Kyrie, because that was the whole point.
Oh, yeah.
Kyrie, he's a wacko. I mean, let's just be honest.
I try my best to try not to call people crazy and wackos anymore.
Why? We don't know him personally.
We don't know him personally, but, you know.
In other words, he's going to have to stop being a wacko to make it to the Hall of Fame. That's the best answer, since we were talking about Hall of Fame.
You can't do that.
What do you mean?
You can't make that determination, like.
He can't. No. He can't miss 40 games a year and make the Hall of Fame. Is my point.
No.
So he got to stop acting like a wacko.
He can do that. He can miss 40 games and still make the Hall of Fame.
No, he can't. What's he going to play until he's 50? You're not gonna.
Why? He's played about how many years now? I think he's right now. If he stopped playing, I would consider him a Hall of Famer.
No,
not right now.
If his career ended today, no.
Today, you gave the valid reason why it should.
Man,
a championship solidified of 25+ point player every year.
You
top in the league.
Wouldn't put Pat Mahomes in the Hall of Fame. He has a championship and has been to the Super Bowl one other time and got to the AFC Championship game the third time. You wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame.
Pat Mahomes is on year 3.
I understand that, but Kyrie's
on year like 11, 12.
No, he's not.
9.
Yeah, maybe like
9.
Like
I mean, that's
8.
9.
He was drafted in 02, I think, or 12.
So he about 9, 10.
12.
9, 10. That should be enough for a Hall of Fame.
2011, 2012, one of
Probably
them.
12, but that's probably he probably has a solidified career for Hall of Famer.
Not
right
if
now.
you, but he's already missed a bunch of games in all his other years. That's my point.
I mean, injuries.
That's a factor. I mean, everything's a factor. Grant Hill had injuries. Penny Hardaway had injuries.
Way different.
I understand it's different, but it's still the same.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Gray Hill and Penny Hardaway had maybe 2 solid years of basketball.
No, they didn't. Grant Hill was a superstar every year he was in the NBA. Every year.
Wait, you think Grant Hill's a Hall of Famer? I'm not saying I don't think he is. He isn't.
I said he was a superstar every year. He was before he got injured. He was a superstar every year. I'm talking top 10 player in the league.
I think like maybe 2 or 3 years of that.
No, it was way more than that.
He got Rookie of the Year with Jason Kidd, fired. The next year, balling. Next year, balling. Then he got hurt.
It was more than, just look it up. It was more
whatever
than 2.
year he went to Orlando. Look, is Grant Hill a Hall of Famer?
I don't know. I have to look at his career first.
Kyrie is
He had more than 2 years of being a good player.
Kyrie is at year 10 of being a great player. Maybe not a reliable player.
But if you play, that's part of it. If you play 40 games a year because you're sitting out for whatever reason it is, you'd want to sit out, personal reasons, or you got injured or whatever, that's a factor in are you a Hall of Famer? Kyrie can't retire today and be a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry. No, that's not a no.
10 years? I mean, what? I don't know, man.
You don't have 10 years of games. You have, what do you have, 6 years of games?
Oh, about that. Yao Ming didn't have. Yao Ming maybe had, I don't know how many years. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Also played in China.
Yeah, so does Stephon Marbury. He's not in the Hall of Fame. And he was a star in China. Won like 3 championships in China. He should be in the Hall of Fame, the NBA Hall of Fame.
No, it's not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's the Naismith Hall of Fame. Yes.
And so Stephon Marbury should be in it then.
I mean,
yeah.
What did he do in the NBA to be Hall of Famer, though? I mean,
what did Yao Ming do in the NBA to be Hall of Famer?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Not a lot. He was hurt a lot.
Well, yes, he is.
And Stephon Marbury, don't do it to Marbury. He was in the league, 5 years, 6?
No, I'm not
7?
doing anything to Steph. Steph was an above-average player for a stretch.
So
that's not a Hall of Famer.
Okay, what do you call Kyrie right now? Above average or?
Kyrie is a superstar when he plays.
Okay.
But if you miss I don't understand why you think like he can miss 40 games and just be cool. I don't understand that.
No. I think if he has right now, I think he's a Hall of Famer. Right now.
Like Steph Curry, a definite Hall of Famer, but he's played 5 years longer than I think 5 years.
It's been longer than Kyrie.
So, I mean, that's the difference.
He also has way more championships.
Even though Steph, I understand that.
And he holds records for literally almost every single thing. I mean, it does.
Steph had injury issues at the beginning of his career. He hasn't had them since, and he doesn't have these, like, I'm going to stay home for a week things. Kyrie has a lot of things. What are you talking about?
Stay home for a week don't mean you can't be in the Hall of Fame.
If you do it every year or multiple times in a season, and then you're talking about you won't get vaccinated, so you're going to miss half the season, this stuff affects your legacy.
I feel
I don't know why you think it doesn't.
If Kyrie has, let's say, out of the 40 he missed, and let's say out of the 40 he plays, and he plays, barring injury, which is guaranteed to happen with Kyrie, he plays 29 of the 40 that he does play. And he's Kyrie. And that's when the championship.
Well, wait. So then you're saying he's playing like 70 games then? Because he's playing all 41 he can play and then 29 after he gets vaccinated? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. I'm saying you're saying he can't miss 40 because he doesn't want to get vaxxed and only play 40. Out of the 40 he will play, he's not going to play 40.
So he's only going to play 29 games a season and he's still a Hall of Famer for
and win the championship. I mean,
how do you play a third of the season and be a Hall of Famer?
Well, you got 10 years already on your resume already.
But he hasn't played 10 solid years. That's the point I'm making. He's been out and done other things the entire time.
I'm gonna have to do some extensive
research. We can look this
up,
but he hasn't played 10 solid years. It's not like we're talking about Cal Ripken here. You know, he's not like the picture of the Iron Man or whatever.
But Cal Ripken is a Hall of Famer.
It's a different sport. It doesn't matter. I understand.
But he's a Hall of Famer based off mainly because of that. Cal Ripken wasn't a phenomenal baseball player.
Yes, he was. He was best defensive shortstop in the league, and
he was a good third baseman.
Probably like an above average hitter. So yeah.
Cal Ripken
he was the best defensive shortstop in the either. Well, Ozzie Smith may have been in the National League, but Cal Ripken was a fantastic defensive shortstop, and his offensive numbers were above average. He may not have been a superstar. He wasn't A-Rod.
He was no Ichiro.
Yeah.
I wanted somebody to actually answer me that too. If Kyrie stopped playing today, is he a Hall of Famer? I want to know what people think about that. I'm gonna post that question, fam. New Yeezy basketball shoe. You copping?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna look this up now because
what you gonna look up?
How many games Kyrie's played and how long he's been in the league.
Look up points average, playoff average, championship average.
I've already said he's basically responsible for winning that championship, so don't do that. So he's played 582 games in his career. 582 divided by 82. So that's like a 7-year career. That's 7 seasons worth of basketball.
7 seasons of superstar basketball.
He's only been an NBA All-Star 3 times. Granted, some of that is fan voting. Well, I mean, yeah, there's other reasons too, but some of that's fan voting. He's won 1 championship. Let's see here.
He's only been an All-Star 3 times.
Yeah.
Eesh. That's kind of whack. I got to think who he had to compete against in order for that to happen. Because whoever the guards were in the East for Kyrie not to be in it?
14-15 was his best statistical season, at least by one important measure. And then 17-18 and 18-19 when he was with Boston were his other 2 better seasons. So he's had 3 really, really good seasons, and all other ones are just like kind of good.
Okay. So you agree then?
No, if he retired today, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. He's only 28 still. Like, he's been in the league since 11-12, but he's only
Steph,
28.
34?
Probably, something like that. I don't think Kyrie retires at 28 and is a Hall of Famer. If he plays 5 more years, then yeah.
I say 30.
Even if he plays like 60 games a year for 5 more years, I think he's in.
Okay.
You asked at first, was he trending? Yes, he's trending, but I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
I feel like he's trending.
As of today.
He's not trending down.
And All-Stars doesn't mean everything because obviously there's a lot of politics involved. But
3 is kind of low.
It's because he misses a ton of games. As a matter of fact,
I know he didn't make All-Star. He didn't make All-Star being
his rookie year. He missed 31 games his rookie year.
He was hurt.
His second year he missed 23 games. His 5th year he missed 29 games. 7th year he missed 22.
That 7th must have been
8th year he missed 15. The next year after that, which was the COVID year where they ended up in Disney World or whatever, he only played 20 games the entire season. I think did he opt out because of COVID or was he injured or something?
I think he opted out maybe because of COVID, maybe injured. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean he's had at least 5 seasons where he's missed like 30% of the season. You know what I mean?
I will say the list that we did have for top 5 Duke players ever in the NBA, Kyrie on
no,
it. When
he
I
should
saw
be on
it,
there. He's
well,
definitely should be on there.
But when I did see it, and I told that guy, I said, "Fam, nobody on this list is in the Hall of Fame." I was including Kyrie as well. I was thinking if it stopped now, he wouldn't. But I'm thinking about it. I don't know. He might.
No, he's definitely on the list. Like he's definitely.
Oh no, 100%, not even a question. He's on the list. Yeah. Now, somebody did bring up Shane Battier, which I thought was interesting. Because I don't think I would have disagreed with it, but
no, Shane Battier is definitely not one of the top 10 Duke players. He might be one of the top 10 Duke college players. He's not one of the top 10 Duke played in the NBA players.
Maybe not.
Because people like Jason Tatum and Brandon Ingram are already better than him.
Yeah, of course. They'd make that list
after
regardless.
4 years.
And I don't want to put them on the list yet, but they'd make that list.
And
Ingram.
I don't think
Ingram has 2 solid years of basketball.
No, he has 2 superstar years. That's different.
It's actually 1. 2.
He averaged like 27 a game.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't an All-Star though last year.
Well, there you go. Political.
Well, it depends on what conference you're in. I mean, goodness. I mean, he's gonna. I think his was against like LeBron and whoever else at the position, whatever.
Tatum. Competing against his own college. I don't think they were teammates, but college.
Because Pelicans are considered West.
Small forward. Oh, they are?
Yeah, that's West.
That's right.
New Yeezy basketball shoe. You copping?
Nope.
You don't like it?
Awful. No, something about it looks all right, nice, but nah, it sucks. I probably would fold that sock thing down.
I mean, it doesn't suck. I don't know what you be looking for.
It sucks, but doesn't suck. That's the whole point.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It ain't a basketball shoe. I don't know who playing basketball in that.
I think it's a better basketball shoe than the last one he did. That they called a basketball shoe. Because it looks like you can actually like lace it up tight and you have some support.
You think that has support? The entire upper is fly knit, like, or prime knit.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like
It's called
but it has
Yeezy Basketball Knit 3D. It's all knit.
Yeah, the shoe is knit, not the sock part.
You talking about the black that goes up?
I don't think
That's
that.
knit too.
Nah, there
you
has
seen
to
the
be
up
some
close
support
pictures?
in there.
Fam,
Yeah,
them joints
look
is
at it.
okay. I don't think they bad.
I sent you the link.
I didn't think quantums are bad, and I still don't think quantums are bad. You hate quantums. Now, I've only seen one human being on Earth
I
play
hate
basketball
quantums
in
because I've had them in my hand and been like, oh no, these suck.
Yeah, when I
I'm not
had them in
talking
hand,
about.
I was like,
I'm
what
not
are you talking about? This is alright.
No, they're not. The neoprene on the inside is awful, man. You got like
I ain't wearing them with shorts.
The shoe was $300. You got them cheap materials in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's part of it.
That's a
no,
different
it's not.
argument.
That's part of it being sucks. It's the same thing.
No.
That everything. What are you talking about? Everything is included in sucks if something doesn't meet the specifications of the price / what it's supposed to be for. If you can't actually hoop in it and it's $300, then it sucks.
I don't know if you can actually hoop in it.
I know you can't hoop in it because I had it.
I've held both versions. Now, I don't know if you can hoop in it, but I'm assuming somebody tested it. Maybe wear testers did. I don't know, all right? I seen one person wear it, and that was Ingram, and that was in the All-Star game. And maybe Quavo or somebody in a celebrity game, which means nothing.
The pictures of that Yeezy make it look like it has more support than...
This new Yeezy looks like it has zero support.
Nah.
It's all sock.
Nah.
That joint is like balling in a Y3 sock or something. A Balenciaga. That's what it looks like. A Balenciaga sock shoe. Now, the shoe is fire to me.
It doesn't look
the new
like
Yeezy
that
is fire.
shoe. The Balenciaga shoe, the entire thing is a sock. There's no laces, no nothing. The entire thing is a sock.
Yeah, that's fine. Putting laces on a sock shoe is ridiculous.
The outside being knit doesn't mean there's not things in the inside that support your foot.
Ain't nothing in that thing.
I guarantee you there is.
And first of all, anybody putting laces on top of 100% prime, it never makes any sense. Ultra Boost had laces because it had the 3 stripes in plastic go up, put the laces across. And the laces had zero purpose on the shoe. Yes, I'm talking about the 3-stripe cage and the laces went on the stripes.
The cage is what locked your foot in.
Man, if you don't stop, the foot was locked in when you put the shoe on.
I'm talking about for people who are going and actually running in it, not for people who are wearing it around casually.
Fam, you don't need to lace up Ultra Boost to run in. I don't. You can.
Fam, you're comparing yourself to somebody who's running like marathons and stuff. What are you talking about?
I run about a mile and a half.
And you run a marathon
downtown
under 2 hours to win $1 million or whatever?
No, because I would never wear Ultra Boost to do that. I'd wear...
That's what they designed it for.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did. They designed it for running. That was the whole point.
No,
for the new runners.
For running for casual runners, not running marathons.
Oh, my God. You think they're making a shoe for the casual runners?
Yeah, what are you talking about? That's what a running shoe is.
An
Ultra Boost is not for no marathon runners.
A running shoe is for a runner.
No. Okay, that's a casual runner. Now, if you want to, okay, fine, marathons, whatever.
I don't even think that's a thing. You making categories up now.
They come out with those special Adidas Preen runners thing. That's for marathons.
Yeah, after Ultra Boost came out, they realized, like, yo, let's take the same technology and put it, like, in a better shoe.
There's no boost in those, I don't think. I don't know.
Fam, have you seen the shoe that Nike made, man, who broke the record? The entire thing is foam. That's the whole point.
Yeah, it is. But
it's the same thing.
It's a different brand.
Ultra Boost foam.
Yeah. But the casual running shoe for Nike is something else.
You keep on saying a new category. No. Casual running
shoe is a real category.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's a real guy. You copping Yeezy?
No, man.
It comes out like I think in the November.
For.
Somebody was like, yeah, I think it comes out in the November. I think them joint is fire. You know? And I think quantums are fire. I don't care what anybody says. Quantum was a really good idea for a basketball shoe. Can you hoop in it? I don't know.
No, it's a good idea that he made a basketball shoe, absolutely. But the shoe, the way it came out, is stupid.
I don't understand why Yeezy's making basketball shoes.
Kanye has his own basketball league now, so he clearly needs a basketball shoe.
He has a academy, which he's run. How do you recruit? You don't have an actual school yet. How do you recruit? Is he a freshman? He's a 5-star recruit? How do you already got one of the
number one players?
How do you got one of the top high school basketball players or line? Is he in 7th grade? What grade is he in?
He's Kanye. Man, fam, did COVID really mess you up that bad? It's 2021 graduating class right now, coming up. No, 2022 class coming up, and he's 24. So what does that tell you? He's already a sophomore.
Wait a minute. Who's 24?
The kid he signed was a sophomore in high school. 2024 class. That's what that thing said.
Wait a minute. What is the school that Kanye's trying to make?
I have no idea. I didn't read it. All I know
thought
is
it was a high school.
I have absolutely no idea. It said
you made it sound like he's starting a college.
No,
what, a
starting
league?
College? He's starting a league or something.
Maybe I didn't read it right. He's starting a school in California. I know that. I thought that was...
Damn, he ain't starting a school.
I mean, he is.
He ain't.
Supposedly. That's what he said.
He ain't. He might be... That's
what he
starting a basketball league. He ain't starting a school.
Look, I heard he's starting a school. I thought it said he had the #1 high school basketball recruit to come play for the high school or the school.
Yes, a sophomore in high school in his class, 2024.
To play in the league that he's making.
Whatever he's making.
Okay, we're talking about two different things then.
No, you. I thought he
was talking about the academy school that he's starting. That's what I thought it was about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. He ain't starting. Kanye is not going to have kids coming to his school. He has a basketball team.
I mean, maybe. I'm about to go back and look for it in thread, but it says something.
This shoe looks like it has way more support than any of that stuff you're talking about.
That's the same sole as the Quantum. And that thing up there is nothing but spandex booty up top.
It's not the same sole
as the Quantum?
No, it might be similar. It's not the same sole.
Okay, similar. Hold on, let me see. Yeezy.
The Quantum had neoprene in the top. This right here, look how far the laces go up.
Here's the sole. Here's the sole, and that's the sole.
Look how far the laces go up. That has support in it.
Man, come on, man. Yes, it makes the spandex tighter around your ankle. That ain't no support. What are you talking about? That thing is nothing but a sock shoe, man.
So you're assuming there's nothing inside there.
We're testing coming soon. I don't know. It needs an actual ankle brace inside of there.
Most players have their ankles taped and or wear an ankle brace.
Okay, man. I ain't got not all of them, but some.
I'm not talking about people wearing these at the YMCA, man. I'm talking about NBA players and whoever else.
Ain't nobody in the NBA wearing those anyways.
I bet you.
There's only
Adidas
one or two players.
I bet you'll wear it.
I guarantee they don't. No one wore Yeezys last year.
Yeah, I seen somebody wearing them in a game.
Yeah, you even saw like 2 or 3 people wearing them.
They wore them.
I saw Ingram wearing an All-Star game. I saw some celebrities wearing it. I may have seen somebody on OKC wearing them. Maybe. And that's a maybe.
Matter of fact, one of the basketball players who got drafted in the draft wore them last year in college, and like the picture of his rookie card has him wearing Yeezys on it.
Man, that was media day. He wasn't even hooping. Right. Look, I don't understand why you need Yeezy basketball shoes in the first place if you brought Fear of God Man to come on and head your basketball division. I don't know what they're going with this. And Fear of God Man needs to hurry up. I need some Fear of God Adidas stuff, some pics, some leaks, something.
I mean, we already knew whatever Kanye was doing, whatever he wanted to do, and that wasn't going to affect anything Adidas is doing.
Which he should. Kanye should be allowed to do whatever he wants in there. You didn't buy no Yeezy hoodies?
Stuff up. Yeezy what?
You didn't try no Yeezy Gap hoodies?
Man.
I mean, they're going to sell. I mean, I thought you'd try.
I turned alerts for one of them things off because I'm tired of all the nonsense they retweet.
I turned off Soul Links. It's just too
much. That's
the
only one I still have on.
That's the only one I ever had on.
And they tweet half as much as them other nerds.
The only reason why I mainly had Soul Links was on because there was one period of time where they were tweeting stuff that I was looking for to cop one and Xbox and PlayStations. That was the only reason I mainly had that stuff. It's over with now. All right. I seen PlayStation at Target the other day, just sitting there.
Yeah, all right.
I did. It was just one. I was like,
no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
And why didn't you buy it?
Who said I didn't?
Oh,
no, I didn't. I didn't buy it. But I did see one there, but it was like already on hold or something. I don't know what it was. It was just sitting on the counter.
Say, no, you didn't.
I bought one the other day though, and I gave it to Narrator's son. What want to talk about first?
Some joints are still selling for like $750. I know you didn't just walk by like, oh, no, I'm not buying it.
What we buy? Baseball? Anything about baseball? Obviously.
No, there was some other thing I sent you. I thought.
Oh, yeah, Urban Meyer. We'll get to it.
Nah, a Yeezy shoe. I thought I sent you another shoe.
Yeezy shoe. Oh, you said something. Oh, them Yeezy.
Yeah, egg slide.
Them is
egg white.
I wanted
egg yolks.
So, fam, it's regardless of not. Let me tell you something.
Everyone, listen.
I'm not gonna call them fire. I'm not gonna call them fire.
Beginning, whether he's been trolling us the entire time, whether it's a long con, and that confirms it. It's a long con.
I'm not good. I don't even think he's going for fire. You know what?
Who said he is going for fire? He made some stuff that nobody should want or care about. That probably has. You'd want to talk about zero support. Probably that.
It's not made to do nothing.
A foot sleep. Why would people want to buy something that's not made to do anything? Then
same reason why they buy the foam runner. They don't do nothing.
What are you talking about? The foam runner, but at least it could keep your foot from like
what? It has holes in it. What's it gonna do? It can't do nothing.
But it has a shoe on the bottom. Does this even a shoe or is it a sock?
Yeah, it has a sole.
I don't think so.
It's not a sock. You can't walk around that and rip it shoot off your foot.
Joint looks like a one of them costumes you buy, like a banana costume, and the material like.
Somebody said it do like Mickey Mouse feet, which it actually does. But
Joint looks like an egg.
I don't got a problem with it because I'm not gonna call it fire. It's not a fire shoe. I wanted it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna cop these, and I wanted it just because it's just different.
Yeah,
is that to the point? Is that the point? Is that the point to where it's just like. Whatever. It's just different. It's something different. I mean,
no. He legitimately is proving that like I can make whatever I want and you guys will buy it. That's the thing. That's why we were asking if it was the long con.
The long con.
Oh, we talked about it on here. Don't scoff at that.
Oh, okay.
We talked about that here.
Yeah, we talked about it with everybody. Everybody getting accused of the long con at some point. The only con I know is Con C, and that's it.
Nope. He's the only one we've talked about the long con with.
I don't know what the retail price on them was. That was the only thing that mattered to me.
People cop for $100.
Clothes been having holes in them way before Kanye came out.
Not for $100, $200.
No. You know what? Well, okay, price wise, yes, but
that's the point.
That's namesake. No, that's just like I'm Kanye. That's my name. You will buy it.
That's the point.
Yeah,
that's the point I'm making.
But it wasn't trolling because it was holy clothes.
It is.
No, it's not.
If you make something that's not necessarily functional in any regard, it's trolling.
How's it not functional? It's a hoodie.
If you make clothes with holes in them, the only reason you're making that is like as a fashion statement.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not really functional. Then you make a bunch of shoes that's not really functional. You're literally making stuff just to make stuff to see if you can make money off it. That's the whole point.
What shoes are not functional?
The yellow egg smashed eggs.
We don't know what they do, and we don't know what they're for. Foam runners, you're the only one that thinks those are for running. They're not. Okay.
I don't. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you said you think they're for running.
You said that. You said, what else does the R&R stand for? I was like, I didn't realize that was on there.
Fam, that was last year when we were talking about shoes of the year, and it stands for runner. That doesn't mean I thought the shoe was a runner.
Okay, cool.
It means that's a name.
It's a casual shoe.
Named it.
I don't know what the yellow one is. House shoe, slipper, walk around the block. I don't know what it is.
No, it's Hickman Farms. Scrambled eggs.
All right. Over easy. What's that thing that McDonald's do when they put the egg in it and it be yellow and white? It do look like that on the Egg McMuffin. I don't care about it. Kanye clothes with holes in it. He ain't the first time. Kanye stuff was see, people don't have a problem paying a lot for clothes with holes in it if it has something on it. If a shirt, hold on.
I'm not saying people aren't willing to pay for it. That's exactly the point I'm making. Is he's trolling by.
I don't think
I'm gonna make all these things and I'm gonna see if people pay for it.
The issue with Kanye stuff was it was solid color stuff. Nothing had a design, nothing had a logo, nothing had nothing on it. No one makes a big deal about any of that stuff.
Everything was XXX and quadruple X and every other size bigger.
It was box fit.
And holes.
It was box fit, yeah. But see, that's the problem with Kanye stuff. See, a Rude t-shirt, I was about to cop a Rude t-shirt, it was like $480. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, because that's Kanye was not selling to Italians who know now stuff costs $480.
And that stuff is being sold to the us. That's who they want right now. No, I see Rude stuff everywhere. Everybody wear Rude. All right.
That doesn't mean that that's a Target brand.
That may not be the target. I don't know what the target audience is. I know nothing about Rude, to be honest with you.
It's a luxury brand that charges.
I know it's a luxury brands, but I don't know their target audience.
The target audience is obviously not people trying to wear streetwear. I mean, people who wear streetwear can't afford $480 t-shirts. That's not the target audience.
Make it nylon shorts when they know they in the streets and them joints is $460. No, they're targeting somebody.
No, they're targeting the rich people who want to look like the people who are wearing streetwear.
Maybe that's what they're targeting. But the rich people look at that stuff and say the streets is wearing it.
All those brands you're talking about are targeting people that go to that Met Gala. That's who they're targeting. Everyone who goes to that.
To Met Gala. All right, fam. Anything you want to say about baseball?
I hope San Francisco Giants lose in one game series, then it's over, and that's it. That's all I gotta say about baseball. Red Sox winning 4-1 right now, I think.
How are the Red Sox winning if JD Martinez is hurt? He's their best hitter.
Not this year.
He's their what? He's their best hitter this year.
No, Devers is their best hitter by far. Yes. Devers was the one who hit the 2-run homer in game 162 to put him in the playoffs. I think he hit 38 home runs this year.
I hit up a bunch of homies like, oh yeah, Yankees got this. JD Martinez still hurt. That's that.
Baseball, one game. That means nothing. Meaningless.
Same with football, and you disagree with that.
No, football is different because you can control the game as the quarterback. You have the ball in your hand. Baseball is someone throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and you're trying to hit it.
Tomato, tomato.
No, it's not.
Look,
not even close.
Obviously, I need the Dodgers to win the World Series again, just because. But if the Dodgers so happen to not win the World Series, I have an affinity with my Bay Area teams because I have grown up in that area.
No, they suck.
But
the franchise sucks. They have no business being there. The roster's terrible.
Stop it.
No
business.
No
being
person
there.
from LA is ever going to say anything nice about the San Francisco Giants. I mean, what?
Yes.
You expect to
if you have no Bay Area ties, of course.
Yeah,
now,
that's why I'm saying it.
Saying the stuff that you're saying is just like they suck. They don't do it.
No. You have
Fam,
you have 10 years of history to prove that none of those dudes have ever done this before.
Fam, they got multiple World Series within the last.
They won like 91 games
10
those
years.
years. They didn't win 107. They broke the franchise record for wins with one of the worst rosters in baseball history.
Good coaching, man. Good managerial team.
No,
good
it
coaching
ain't that.
staff.
There's
Good pitching
something in
staff.
the water.
They're out there doing stuff, man.
There's something in the water.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Devil Rays win the World Series. Like I said, I haven't been up on baseball as much as I usually am, but like last few months I've been doing a lot of reading and looking into it. I will definitely say Devil Rays wouldn't be shocked, and I would probably be pretty pleased, or it would be all right if the Brewers did win their first one. I'm a fan of people winning their first World Series. I love that.
I hate them too.
Yeah, I don't like the Brewers either. But I don't like the Brewers because of players and stuff and certain players. I just don't care for them.
I don't care for that franchise, the San Francisco Giants, or the Devil, even though the Devil doesn't exist. I'm tired of seeing the Red Sox win just because their fans are obnoxious. Like, I was actually rooting for them to win in 2004, like, so we could stop talking about the curse and their fans could have something good to feel about.
All fans are obnoxious.
No, they're not.
There are
all fans are, but there's there's levels.
Yeah, but
same thing like fandom.
Yeah, but see, like there's levels of like to me fans.
Boston used to be the most depressed fan base, and then they got the Patriots and Red Sox all in the short span, and the Celtics won 1-2, and they were like, "Oh my God, we're the best."
Depressed. Yes, but they were still obnoxious because it's still a historic baseball town.
No, they weren't. They had nothing to be obnoxious about. They were in a loser town.
Fam.
The Celtics hadn't been relevant since the 80s. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady barely existed, and the Red Sox hadn't won it in 100 years. They had nothing to be obnoxious about. Now you go to a Red Sox game here in Arizona as 90% Red Sox fans.
I am fine with obnoxiousness coming from teams with a greater history than others, okay? I, on record, don't like Suns fans. I don't like obnoxious Suns fans. You ain't earned the right to be obnoxious.
The Boston Red Sox don't have a history of being an elite franchise.
You know,
19, whatever, what curse was 1918, 1909, something like that? Between then and 2004, they had what their history was? Losers.
But they're still a historic franchise,
you're saying that is because it's one of the original franchises. That's it.
Yes.
That's the only thing they had.
It's a baseball town still. Like, I would consider Boston a baseball town. Baseball towns
won one championship in a millennium, and they're a baseball town. I mean, they have no reason to be obnoxious.
The Cubs, I would definitely. I would consider the Cubs a more depressed franchise during that block of time than I did the Red Sox, because the Red Sox
about the Red Sox
because the Red Sox still had the New York rivalry, which made them just as obnoxious. Now, maybe obnoxious only for a certain period of time during that block of when they played the Yankees.
They were the little brother. They had nothing to say in the.
Whoa. Regardless of whether or not you were going to win or not, you still obnoxious. That's an obnoxious rivalry. What?
No.
It's an obnoxious rivalry. Yes, it is.
It's like, it's just akin to like Ohio State fans now. Yes, Ohio State historically been a good program, but until this run right now, for about the last 20, 30 years, they were irrelevant.
Ohio State and Michigan, whether Michigan can beat Ohio State or not.
I'm not talking about Ohio State, Michigan. I'm just talking about Ohio State fans in general. We live in a state where a lot of people from the Midwest live, and East Coast for that matter. So you go to any games, there's a high chance you're going to run into Ohio fans, and you're going to run into Boston fans, whatever else. Like, you go to a bar, Ohio State game on.
Of course.
Crazy.
100%.
It's
definitely out here.
20 years ago, nothing to be happy about. Nothing to be happy about.
There are certain levels of history with your team, you can be obnoxious. I don't consider Dodger fans obnoxious.
Yankee fans have 27 championships. Yes, they can do whatever they want. I mean,
I don't know if I consider
New England
Yankee
Patriots fans, even though they're from Boston, I understand.
But if people do consider them obnoxious, okay. I wouldn't argue with it.
Who?
Like Yankee fans. I don't know.
Yankee fans are known for having like there's the bleacher seats at the thing were called like the rats or something like that. Like they're known for being like the scum of the scum.
Like being an obnoxious Vikings fan or something. Being an obnoxious.
That's the point I'm making.
Raiders fan.
Boston had no reason to be uppity. No, they had no reason to be uppity.
Baseball town.
Now they're uppity.
They should be uppity. They've earned it.
No.
Yeah, they have. Boston has had some really good baseball teams, and this year they started off really, really good. Now I don't know what happened.
They've had good baseball teams since 2004.
You're right, facts, 100%. That's you got it. They got it.
Yeah. So, but the point I'm making is they forgot where they came from because they have a history of being losers.
Forgot where they came
I mean, that's basically what it is. The Patriots basically had that too. The problem is they have 7 championships, so it's like
if the Dodgers
the
can't.
Patriots were the worst franchise in sports maybe until 2001.
100%. Patriots and Buccaneers.
Well, Buccaneers don't have a history of winning. I mean, they got Brady now, but doesn't mean they're winners.
Clearly, if the Dodgers don't win the World Series this year, who would you think will? Oh, and for the record, I picked the White Sox. So I picked the White Sox.
Any of the 3 teams in the AL can win it. The White Sox can win it. The Astros can win it. The Rays can win it. They're all.
Oh, I'll never want the Astros to win it. Now, Dusty Baker, I do want to get one. Okay, well that's fine.
The only team in the NL outside the Dodgers I think can win it is San Francisco, and that's because it's like a destiny year for them. Them cats going to the 8th inning losing, and somehow miraculously some guy who's never hit in his career comes up and hits a 2-run homer to win the game. It's crazy.
I don't like Tommy
Most
Lasorda.
ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I've never had a problem with Lasorda, but he's a weird
one
person.
One of San Francisco's best players this year, last 5 years of his career, was in Korea, and he's 36 years old or something. And prior to that, he was in Major League Baseball for a decade and has had like a negative career WAR. What the roster has done, they got another guy the one who gets all the late inning hits, Lamonte Wade, had a negative WAR coming into this year. He's 27. Your first year in Major League Baseball success is 27 years old. It's a fluke.
He's 27?
It's a fluke. I don't believe in you. Sorry.
Well, I mean, give him some time.
He's 27.
Yeah,
Mike Trout came up in 19. It was terrible. Then guess what? The next year when he was 20, superstar. That's good. Not like I didn't make Major League Baseball until I was 27, and then all of a sudden I hit 30 home runs.
He worked hard.
No, he didn't. He got lucky, or he took steroids, or whatever happened. It's one of those. You don't. Okay, that's not how it works. The light bulb doesn't go on when you're 27. Like to go from negative to like what he's doing. That's
there may
how it
not
works.
be a history of it, but to make it's not impossible.
Of course, it's not impossible, but that's not how it works. That's the point. When I say that's not how it works, means it's like a low percentile chance.
Yes, but I appreciate that when I see things like that.
I don't appreciate people coming out of nowhere to be superstars when they're old. If you do it at 23, 24, yeah, that's expected.
I appreciate it.
Not me.
I look at it as like, man, okay, like that's somebody who stuck with it. Probably shouldn't have, because like you said, Trout at 19
stuck with it.
If you ain't got to it by 27, typically they'd be like, "This is a wrap." Stuck with it
means he'll be good again next year, which I highly doubt, because we've already seen people who were super good last year in that shortened season. This year came back and they didn't validate.
We've seen people do that in a lot of sports.
So exactly. So we'll see if it's validated.
Then we'll wait and see.
I doubt it.
I'll see you back here this time next year.
I doubt it.
Look, man, your boy Urban Meyer is out here wild before we pick our NFL picks.
I had no idea any of that happened until today, and when I read that
you didn't watch the video?
Nah, not until today.
Oh, okay.
My weekend was chaos. Like the entire time was busy doing stuff. But when I heard that he skipped the team flight home to like hang out with family, go to dinner or whatever with his family, and then you find out he's out in the bars, like. Man, what are you? Regardless if he touched a girl, danced with a girl, or whatever, I think that's a problem for him and his wife. I don't think anybody should have an opinion. Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. No one should have an opinion on he was with some girl, except his wife.
No.
That's it. But the opinion that actually does matter is him saying, nah, I'm not going to fly home with y'all because I'm going to go to dinner with my family, and then you at the bar.
Whoa.
That's the problem. Now, the team should not trust him for anything.
The owner did it.
Same thing.
That's 1, 2.
No, he okayed him to stay with his family.
Whoa. Doesn't mean he didn't go with his family.
He didn't. His wife tweeted, I'm at home babysitting.
Okay, see, I didn't see all that.
And then he had pictures. His wife was at home babysitting, and then he has pictures at dinner with his stepson or son or something.
Oh, his family.
And then when they went home, then he went to the bar and was doing all that. That's the point.
Nightcap.
Nah, fam.
What's a nightcap
You
mean?
can't do that.
What is that?
I'm going to need you to chill out.
Nightcap. Look, man, everybody was talking about that with the wife. Look, first of all, I know nothing about cats and they married. Let me tell you something. I don't say
that's why
I don't want to say
talk about that
I don't want to
part.
say I was shocked.
I'm talking about the part that affects the team.
Yes. I don't want to say I was shocked or stunned, but like when the Currys filed for divorce and they was like they've been split up for a year. Oh, sure, I didn't know that. But like, who cares? I don't care about that. I don't know him, his wife.
People only care because they think she's fine. That's the only reason they care.
Well, yeah, but let me tell you something.
Even as good as Steph is, if she wasn't fine, no one would care.
She looked good, but also, I mean, they're quintessential parents at the game. Like they're at all the games. I just wouldn't have thought it.
But they have that level of national recognition because she's fine. I mean, that's why. Fam, that's how this country works. If you're unattractive, you ain't getting on TV as much as attractive people are. I mean, that's just reality.
Yeah.
You ever seen Dwayne Wade and his girl before Gabby Union? You're right. I mean, they ain't putting her on TV. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm just saying that's how it is. I didn't create the culture. Don't blame me. They didn't put D Wade. They didn't put D Wade's girl on TV till Gabby Union. Now, guess what? They all over TV.
Yep. She was at the draft. When he got drafted, she was there.
All right.
Glasses was thick too. Look, Urban Meyer, I'm gonna tell you something. The first thing I thought of when I saw this, I was like, you know what? And I don't even know if you ever said this, but you know what? I'm done with college coaches in the NFL. I think they just don't have a place in the NFL whatsoever. And I'm not trying to say that he's the poster boy for it, but like even the college coaches that are currently in the NFL right now, not even their own fan base likes them that much. Now, and I'm using Cliff Kingsbury. I'm using Kingsbury as an example here.
Well, people love him now. Hold on, let me take a before you say that. And don't forget, because you forget when you about to say something. Who said Kyler Murray was number one? Who said Kyler Murray was MVP? Or top three?
Whoa.
Me?
I don't know if you said that.
Yes, I did.
You said top fantasy point getter.
No, I did. No, I'm talking about week one, after week one of the season, not 2 weeks ago.
I don't remember you saying MVP, but I'll give it to you.
We talked about who was MVP race. Okay. I said Kyler Murray, and you scoffed. And also, going back 3 years, who said Kyler Murray was a good pick? And a lot of people didn't believe it. Me.
Whoa. We all did.
No.
Yeah.
Don't say we all.
Yeah.
Don't say we all. There's a lot of people that did not like the pick, and they thought that.
That's a lot of people out here who don't know nothing about nothing. All right.
Well, no, most people don't know nothing about nothing. We don't know nothing about nothing, man.
I saw a lot of people questioning it on the professional side of it, but I never heard anybody say it was a bad pick besides a regular old people. Now I know for a fact we were high on it, all right, and mainly me, one, because of his accuracy. All the other stuff, the running and stuff like that, yeah, he could run on it, but I thought he was a little squirrely, all right, and you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it.
No, a lot of people flew off the handle because they picked a quarterback in the first round the year before and then traded him for a second round pick.
Of course, but it was an opportunity. You couldn't pass that up at that moment in time. It wasn't like
they couldn't pass it up because of the coach they hired.
Now,
so everyone hates the coach, and I don't think he's a good head coach either. The problem is he needed someone like Kyler to run his offense, and now he's proving that, like, even if you're not the greatest coach and make the best decisions, if your team go out there and score 40 points every day, guess what? You're going to go undefeated. I mean, that's just reality.
Yeah, but I mean, you can make that same argument for Rams coach. I mean, he needs a great quarterback.
No, he's a genius. There's a difference. He still makes as many.
Genius is a strong word that gets thrown out a lot to these young cats that come out of nowhere.
He's an offensive genius. He still makes mistakes though, like on fourth down and stuff, and not knowing the clock. He's kind of like Andy Reid, where you got Pat Mahomes. Like, it took you that long to realize I should go for it. How many times did not San Diego? What's San Diego Chargers? I didn't say San Diego Chargers. How many times did they go for fourth down last night when it was like 4th and 2, 4th and 3, and they were like close to midfield or maybe on their side of the field? That's because their coach knows, guess what? The best player on my team is my quarterback. I'm gonna let him work. So once coaches understand that the best player on their team is their own guy, you start understanding how the math works in your favor to win a game.
Now, if that would have been those decisions like that done by teams that have better, I don't say record or better. Like I look at the Chargers. I look at the Chargers when they do stuff like that, and I feel like they just like, we ain't got. We're going to see what happens.
No, they got a brand new coach. Who knows what it is? They have a brand
new coach. I get it, but still, the Chargers are still going to be looked at the Chargers. I don't look at the Chargers yet
they're
as
still
nothing.
Mediocre.
I don't care. I don't care how good their quarterback is.
They're the worst rush defense in the league going into last night's game.
Their running back seems to be Keenan Allen. He's going to get hurt. Running backs.
Eckler gets injured a lot, but he's a star.
He's really good.
He averaged 7 yards a carry last night.
I don't even know what a star running back is.
The Raiders had a pretty good rush defense.
Like, what's a star running back anymore? Besides, like, their namesake and what they've done in the past. Like, in the league right now, who would you say is
in the fantasy top 5 in the fantasy or top 10 is probably a star.
My fantasy running back wise has been whack.
You could pick.
This is one of the wackest. Fam, this is one of the worst. You know what? We'll get to football in a second. Look, Kyler Murray. Kingsbury. I'm going back to that. If he would have did this, I don't think I would have been shocked. Now, I don't know his character-wise. I know Urban Meyer's character based off a history of weird
Florida
stuff.
And, what was the other one? Ohio State.
I mean, Urban Meyer is a Florida man, so I'm not shocked at this. I mean,
he's not a Florida man. He's from Ohio.
No. I know where he's from, but he's a Florida man. Once he coached the Gators, you're a Florida man forever. Gators suck now. Miami
people from Ohio are weird too. So Ohio is like the Florida of the Midwest. Really, it is. I mean, it really is.
Ooh, homie, John King gonna be heated because he's from Ohio.
Yeah, but he
live in Florida.
That's why he went to Florida.
He knows. Fam, Florida. Look, Urban Meyer. I thought the video was more funny than what it was.
What's the closest state to
Jaguars?
Ohio? Florida.
Jaguars have to get rid of Urban Meyer. Period. It's not even a question.
I think
the team is.
I think if just the owner said that, you wouldn't have to. But when the players said all them comments, I don't know if you saw that tweet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now if the players saying that, then yeah.
You have to, because you can't trust him. You can't trust him from the get-go since he's been in there. You made the big point about the Tebow thing. He tried to bring in the racist coach out of Iowa, whatever school that was from. I mean, he just makes weird decisions. Well, plus his own shoddy character.
So I will say this:
in general,
that guy from Iowa he tried to hire probably is the best person at his job in the world, because if you look at Iowa's recruiting classes and stuff, fam, them cats got no business beating anyone, and he puts players in the NFL every year. So I don't blame Urban Meyer for trying to hire that cat strictly from like a winning perspective.
Well, you can blame. No, I can't blame him.
I'm not surprised by it at all.
No, I can't blame him for trying to hire him. Like, I looked up you're 100% right about that guy.
I was crazy.
I don't blame him for trying to hire him. I blame him for how he hired him. He didn't talk to nobody. He didn't have conversations like, hey, I'm thinking about asking, what do you guys think? Went to the owner, hey, you know what, this guy, he has some issues, what do you think? He didn't go to anybody to like, hey, maybe give this guy a second shot, tell the players, and the players like, you know what, we're all right with it, thank you for talking to us about it. He didn't do that. That's his issue. He makes bad decisions.
I mean, I think that's an issue in sports by and large, especially in sports where like the minority percentage of the players is higher than, like in basketball and football, the front office and the players don't match up in terms of demographics. So a lot of bad decisions are made by front office owners, league offices, without having the players' best interest in mind. Like, y'all shouldn't be making no decisions that affect minority people, whether they be black, Hispanic, whatever.
In that aspect, but I feel like that's a coaching ownership issue, regardless of race. Even just
in the NFL, you can get away with it.
Even just with your talent wise, like I'm a big proponent of. And I probably wouldn't have said this about 10 years ago, but to me, your best player should be, hey man, do you like Zion? You cool with Stephon Gundy? I know you young, you don't know about him, but you all right with that?
Oh, you know who does that?
I don't know.
You know who does that? Who? John Harbaugh. Tried to tell you about him a long time ago. You didn't want to believe me.
Oh, I got no problem with John Harbaugh. I got a problem with John Harbaugh at Michigan.
That's Jim Harbaugh. But
there was
a while back when you disagreed with me when I was trying to tell you how fired John Harbaugh was. A couple years ago.
About John Harbaugh? Mm-hmm. Now Jim. Oh yeah, I got a problem with Jim.
Yeah, you associate them together. You think they both
brothers. Both suckers.
You do. Trust me. It might have been about 3 years ago, like pre-Lamar. But then once he got Lamar, you saw he.
Maybe.
Yeah, he lets Lamar. Lets Lamar. Yo, Lamar, you want to do this? You want to do that?
I'm done with Jim. Michigan's done with Jim. Everybody's done with
Undefeated.
Jim. Now he wants to come coach the Cowboys.
Michigan looking fire this year. Undefeated.
I don't even need to coach the. I don't need nobody coach the Cowboys because our offensive coordinator is a young kid who was a quarterback balling. Cowboys offense.
Your offense's balling is because Dak and your receivers and running backs are good, not because he knows what he's doing. If you had Rams coach,
the plays,
plays. If you had Andy Reid and Bieniemy or Rams offensive staff or 49ers offensive staff, your team would be way better.
Well, way better?
Way better.
No, we'd have another
Frank Reich, way better. Those four staffs, way better.
No, if we had any of the ones that you said, Chiefs, man, if we had any of them cats, we would use CeeDee Lamb a lot better in the deep ball.
No, the offense would just be better.
Fam, our offense is great now. I mean, yes, maybe add 7 more points? What are you talking about better? Like, our offense isn't bad right now. It's not bad in any aspect.
Who said it was bad? I said it'd be better.
Well, anything could be better with somebody else.
Okay, so would you rather be the Chiefs or the Cowboys?
Maybe.
Because I think I'd rather be the Chiefs.
Let me tell you something. Our offensive coordinator, Chiefs, I told you 10-6. And Chiefs losing this week as well.
The Chiefs just beat somebody by
He beat Philadelphia,
points.
the Philadelphia 76ers / Flyers / Eagles. They beat that whack team. And we destroyed that team.
And your point?
That ain't the standard. That ain't the bar. They beat them 43-30. That ain't the bar.
Two of those touchdowns were scored late in garbage time.
I don't care.
It was 42-18 or something before that.
Thank you. And the Cowboys were beating the Panthers 33-14 at one point. And then they scored another touchdown. It ended up being 33-20 something or whatever it was. Who cares?
Two of your touchdowns were scored off pick sixes, basically. You had pick six that went to like the 20-yard, 30-yard lines. Relax, you. What team would you rather have?
Who?
I was about to say KFC.
Team or offense?
KFC, Papa. KC. No, but whatever. Yeah, offense. KC's offense or Dallas offense. I think it's pretty obvious.
Why is it obvious?
What are you talking about? You gonna sit up here and try to tell me Kellen Moore is on par with like
head coach
Andy Reid, Frank Reich, the staff of the Rams, McVay, and what was the other one? Shanahan. What are you talking about? Those cats got resumes.
Okay,
we ain't talking about.
I'm not talking. Thank you, resumes. I get it. This year, do not do that to Kellen Moore.
You have Dak and you have receivers and running backs. That's why.
Oh my gosh. And our offensive coordinator, fam. I study. I live Cowboys. I be looking at these play calls like, huh? What? Literally, it's like, what are we doing a wide receiver screen and it's 3rd and 21? What are we doing a wide receiver screen? What are we doing with this? None of that stuff anymore. None of it anymore. He was
the offensive coordinator last year too, right? And for like the last couple of years.
And Dak was hurt.
He's been the offensive coordinator there for a while.
No, it wasn't.
Now.
Last year was the first year. Wasn't a while. Last year was the first year.
Wasn't? He'd been there for a while. He was either the quarterback coach or the offensive assistant.
He was the third-string quarterback like the year before he became the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, which was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
No, what? No, he hasn't been the offensive coordinator for 4 or 5 years. Please look it up. He hasn't been the offensive coordinator.
Or the quarterback coach or the offensive.
Oh, no. You know what?
The offensive assistant
3 years.
Calls the plays.
He was the offensive coordinator for the last year of Garrett, and then new coach kept him. So I'll give you that. Fine. All right. Oh. And that year with Garrett, offense was pretty good.
Like, what did I say?
Offense was pretty
2018?
Good. Offense was pretty good.
2018, Dallas quarterbacks coach, been the OC since.
Quarterbacks coach, OC.
Been the quarterback coach, OC since.
And look at Dak now. Quarterbacks coach. Look at him now.
What's your point?
Look at him now.
What's your point?
Look at him now, Wentz. You and all the Wentz fans.
What point are you trying to make?
My point I'm trying to make, he's on that uptake of yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with Kellen Moore.
He's the coach. That's what we're talking about. What are you talking about? You think Kellen Moore maybe that has zero effect with Dak? I'm asking you.
Do you think Dak would be better with Shanahan from 49ers or Kellen Moore?
You think Wentz would be better with Wright or homeboy? Whatever his name was.
Who?
The coach he left in Philadelphia. Whatever that geek's name is.
His coach. Be back. Frank Reich was the offensive coordinator in Philly. That's why I picked him as MVP.
No. And then he left to the Colts.
Right.
And then he was still in Eagles.
Went back
and was trash. And now he's back with them. Now you think Wentz is going to be better with him in Colts, or if he was still back in Eagles with whoever homeboy was?
No, because Reich was his coach.
Reich. Okay. Thank you. Now, hey, I don't know what Dak might look like without Kellen Moore. The last 3-4 years, I don't know. He might not be as good as he is right now. Kellen Moore has a hand in that.
Would you rather have Kellen Moore or Shanahan? And I already asked you.
I don't like any Shanahan, so it don't even matter. I don't care how good they are, nothing. I don't like any Shanahan. Any of them.
Shanahan out there scoring 35 points a game with Billy backup. What's his name? Billy Gilmore? What's his name?
They're losing.
What's the quarterback's name?
Hanky.
They're not losing.
Hanky. Dude, what are they? 1-2?
I'm talking about his career. Man who's dating all the models. What's his name? Billy something?
Man, JG Guapolo? Whatever his name is. Winning all those games.
What's his name?
He's had 2 good years.
Jimmy G?
Yeah, he's had 2 good years, and this year he's good.
Yeah, so my point is Shanahan's taking a bum and making him fire. And you
bum
think,
is strong.
And you think Kellen Moore out here, it got them balling.
Uptake.
No, Dak has them balling.
Kellen Moore, new quarterback.
And receivers and running backs.
Let me tell you something. Everybody gets fired? Guess who getting a phone call from the Jaguars? Guess who getting a call?
Not Kellen Moore. Your owner, there's way more people in front of him
100%.
for jobs before him.
1,000% true, but he's getting a phone call.
No, he's not. You're lucky your owner loves drafting offensive players at the expense of the rest of your team because
not anymore. Because our defense?
No.
It's not good?
No.
Oh, it's not better? All we need is better. I don't care if we got a score.
Last year was the first time they drafted a defensive player in the first round since when?
And we cut your homeboy today too. Smith? Whack.
Who's Smith?
Jalen Smith? Just cut him today.
Oh, the linebacker?
Had to let him go. Sucks. I told you he sucked. You said he was the greatest thing ever.
No, I didn't.
Well, you were rooting for him. He's whack. I said he was slow.
No. I said it when he was in college before he tore his ACL. It was fire.
Fam, he killed slow from sideline to sideline. Cut him. You know why? Micah Parsons, defensive player of the year, or Trey Diggs, defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year.
Parsons
definitely.
He shouldn't be playing linebacker. I mean, he should be rushing the passer. Not doing what Jalen Smith is doing.
He can do whatever he wants on the field because he's already our second best defensive player on the team. And
because the rest of your defense was trash. That's why.
But our defense is good now.
It's not good. It's
better. Better is all we need.
You were last. It's not hard to get better.
If you average about 31 points a game, all you need is better.
Thank you.
All right.
It's not because of Kellen Moore.
Look,
you got Dak, a GM, an owner who only wants to draft offensive players. You got 3 fire receivers and 2 good running back. 1 really good running back and 1, I don't like Dak. Zeke. Pollard's better.
You don't like Zeke for other reasons.
I don't like him because Pollard's better. That's why.
Pollard's better.
I've been saying this for 2 years now.
Geesh, everyone has. We've all known Pollard is better.
No, you didn't agree to that.
Whoa.
You didn't agree to that.
I wasn't going to agree with it with you, but I know he's better. I know he's better.
I was going to let you have the point.
You're right. Because there's no reason why they should ever not run screenplays with Pollard. That's the bread and but you got to give it to Pollard. He's gonna get out there quicker. He hits the hole quicker. He fires the hole quicker.
Give the ball to Pollard in general. Who cares how you give it to him?
However you give it to him. But I hated when they did screens at like this ill opportune times other years, and they wouldn't use Pollard sometimes. Sometimes they would. Sometimes they wouldn't. But Pollard, 100%. Pollard is literally. They are the 1 and 2. And you know what? Zeke had a really good game last week, and if Zeke doesn't, I guess, turn it up this year, or we don't make a playoff win, or we don't whatever, then I have no problem getting rid of Zeke. I take Pollard. Pollard's all right. But I want to keep them both. It's just Zeke makes so much money right now. Let's do our picks. Week 3, we both tied at 11-5. The week before that, we tied at 10-6. This week, week 4, I destroyed you. 10-6.
Whatever.
You had 7-9. Okay? You need to get better at making picks. Place your bets. That's the new slogan. Place your bets, fam. Come on, read the schedule so we can pick these wins. If you want to win money,
place your bet.
Listen to my picks.
You realize that? No. We're not picking against the spread.
No, we ain't doing all that. Yeah. We ain't doing spread. We ain't doing line. We ain't doing live betting. We ain't doing all that stuff. I don't participate in that.
You want to know what's up? 11.50 since gambling became legal in this state? Me.
Fam, you need to really relax with the gambling.
11.50.
You got to relax with that, though. I've been telling all my friends.
When I'm up?
I've been telling all my friends I need to relax with that.
Why would I relax when I'm
It's a bad vice, man. I don't want my friends getting these new vices.
Man,
I'm telling people, man.
A bad vice is buying shoes because you're like your closet.
Exactly.
Look like that.
We ain't got too many issues.
Don't tell me.
You do cards, you do sneakers, you do gambling, you do drinking, you do golf, you do all this other stuff. Too much.
I don't do none of them last couple things you said because I'm old now.
I've been trying to go golfing too. At least go to the range, but I'm too scared. I'm gonna separate my spine or something. All right, what we got? Place your bets. I already know all your picks. I looked at the week. I was like,
my phone was working.
I looked at him and I was like, I already know every single pick Georgia's gonna make.
I bet you that record is wrong.
Picked the Seahawks to lose to the Niners. Man, Russell Wilson had never lost 3 games in a row. I was like, they ain't losing 3 in a row.
I mean,
they ain't losing 3 in a row.
Niners are favorite at home. Like, what are you talking about?
They ain't losing.
You should have bet it then since you think you know it. I hate when people say that. That's a lead pipe lock. Yeah, all right. If it was that easy, casinos wouldn't exist.
I literally tell you that. You got the answers to everything.
I've never said lock in my life. I know better. I know all the gambling do's and don'ts.
You said Drew Lock.
I don't talk. Yes, Drew Lock played against Ravens. I had Ravens. I won 200 on Raven game. I bet it before Drew Lock even came in the game. I knew that line was so whack. Once Ravens got to plus 3.5 in the first quarter, fired 200. I fired 50, 50, and 100.
I thought Teddy Bridgewater. I just thought he was playing whack and they took him out or something.
Ravens,
I was like, why is
Ravens
he
are too good. It didn't matter.
Ravens are whack.
You smoking.
Ravens are whack, man.
Just because they played one bad game against the Lions, you hate now.
They played a bad game against the Raiders, too.
Not their offense didn't. I mean, Lamar fumbled twice, but they scored 35 points or something against the Raiders.
I didn't think the game against the Broncos was that great. I'll tell you the truth.
You win 23-7, fam. It's a great game.
What's he won?
Huh?
They won. I mean,
23-7. You won a team. You beat a team that was favored against you on their home field by over 2 touchdowns.
And I think they scored both two of the touchdowns in the first quarter. I think.
Who?
I don't remember.
No, it was scoreless at the end of the first quarter, basically.
All right, what you got?
Thursday night game is Rams at Seahawks. Rams favored by 2.5.
Seahawks at home. Big Seahawks. They're reeling.
No.
They're reeling. Rams are reeling.
Rams ain't losing 2 games in a row with that team. Smoking, and Rams win. Seahawks are way overrated. They got Russell Wilson, but that team is not good. I hope you know that. I hope you know how mediocre that team is.
They're not as good as I anticipated.
Yeah, you just admitted it.
Yeah, you're right, because they shouldn't have lost the other 2 games they just played.
Well, they lost by 2 touchdowns to the Vikings, so that's not like a oops.
Shouldn't have lost that.
That's like a
the Vikings. They suck. They're weird. They're a weird team. That's a team like you just don't even know who to
Seattle's weird, but the fact that
every game this year,
the Browns' defense is better than any of us gave credit for. That's why the Browns might be good this year, because their defense can hold a team to 7
points. We knew their defense
was
going to be good.
No, we didn't.
What are you talking about? Once they got Clowney, we was like, good Lord.
No, Clowney's not even good. Clowney stops to run. He can't rush the passer.
We know that now, but when they signed him, we were like, ooh, they got Clowney too?
No, I knew that 5 years ago about Clowney. I've been saying that for a decade or however long he's been in the league. I think he had over a 4-year span, he had 8 sacks. He's never been able to rush the passer. He's just a good run defender. Now, he might be the best run defender edge in the league, but he can't rush the passer.
What you need, especially if they're playing against Dalvin Cook.
You can't pay someone who's one-dimensional that much money. That's why he was a free agent and sat so long. Rams win. Seahawks mediocre, overrated,
Seahawks win.
Whatever you want to consider it.
Seahawks win.
No, they don't.
It's a good Thursday night game too. I'm gonna be in payee. How do I watch it in Paris?
Well, you can watch Jets-Falcons live or go to the game, because I think it's in London. Jets-Falcons, 6:30 a.m. Sunday morning, American time.
Who wins?
Falcons favored by 3.
How do you be favored over the? I mean, just
they're at home.
Both got the same.
Well, I guess they're not. At home.
They're not at home, and it should just be flat. It's just nothing. They both got 1 win.
Maybe that's a good reason to bet the Jets right now, then, I guess. I didn't think about that. I wonder if that line opened up a different number and the Jets were bet down, because touchdown Jesus has arrived.
I'm going to go Jets only
I just said that because I knew you would say something.
I'm going to go Jets only because their travel is a little less far.
Oh, man. Well, everyone's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. I'm thinking like a square, because all the money and bets is on the Jets and the line hasn't moved. So oops.
I'm going Jets.
Oops.
They only got to travel about 3.5 hours to London. Atlanta to London is about, sheesh, it's about 7.
Don't act like it's that much
it's
further.
It's far, B.
It ain't that much further. I'm going to, after looking at the bet percentages, I'm a little hesitant, but I'm going to go with the Jets, because the Falcons are that bad.
Say, try to copy me.
All right.
Place your bets.
All right. Saints at Washington football team. Saints here by 2.
It's another weird team.
They're both weird teams. Saints are 2-2. I didn't even know they lost twice. Didn't they? Did they just win, or they? Oh no, they lost.
They just lost to the Giants.
After they destroyed Patriots.
I'm gonna go Washington football team. I'm gonna go football team.
I'm gonna pick the Saints, just because at some point Jameis is gonna figure it out. And they're going to have to get the ball to, what's the name?
Now, I will say Michael Thomas is coming back soon. So,
I don't know if that's the issue. I haven't watched.
I don't know what the issue is. Honestly, I watch, and
their defense is good enough to stop Heineken.
They look like those Bucs teams that Jameis Winston was on. They look
Nah, because I don't think he's turned the ball over as much as they.
It's not any turnovers. It's just lackluster. It's like nothing. Like it isn't like that was a good possession. It wasn't like a nothing.
Washington football team is the opposite of that. They have the worst defense in the league by far, and like a pretty good offense.
I thought they were going to have probably the best defense in football. Now mainly because of Chase Young
last year,
but they had a phenomenal one last year. This year, number 2. They are awful. All right. I picked Washington football team. You pick Saints.
Packers. Favored by 3 at Bengals. I have the over in this game, by the way. I got it very early in the week when it was a good number. So I have a very good number on the over.
I'm going to go Packers, but I really want to pick the Bengals.
And the line has moved 2 points in my favor.
I'm going to go Packers. I don't think the Packers are that good.
I think that's correct. I didn't know the Bengals are 3-1.
This is same Packers MO. Like Packers at end of season at like 11-4 or something and get put out the front. It's the same thing. Like now unless LaFleur is literally not doing nothing to let Aaron Rodgers do his thing, we'll see. But I don't know about that. Either way, Aaron Rodgers probably be playing in.
The Bengals are 3-1, and their loss was to the wackest team they played. They lost to the Bears when the Bears had no idea what to do at quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Steeler next year.
I'm going to pick Packers just because I don't want to. I believe that you can look up at the standings and see the Bengals at 4-1.
I just can't. I love the Bengals, and Bengals are my sleeper team.
No, I don't love the Bengals. I love Joe Burrow. There's a difference.
FYI, I had Bengals as my sleeper team.
No, you didn't. You just making it up.
No, I didn't.
Detroit Lions at Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings favored by 7.5 points.
I honestly want to pick the Lions, but the Vikings are so whack, and the Lions are clearly the worst team in football.
Nah, I don't think they're the worst team in football. They're actually competitive. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if I think the Lions and the Jaguars like they're both bad. But when I saw I never seen a snapped interception in my entire life. Like I'm talking about never. I've seen it bounce off the quarterback. Like I didn't.
No, we've never seen the ball fly directly into the defensive player's hands before.
I mean,
but we've seen plenty of snap fumbles.
Oh yeah. Interception. I never seen an interception snap. That's what it was. Yeah. It wasn't.
Well, it was not an interception because he didn't throw a pass, but yes, it is. We've never seen it bounce to the catch.
I was just like,
it was a fumble.
I mean, I had so many questions. I was like, why was the other guy up? Like, why was he up so quick? Because he wasn't even down in his stance. Like, he was standing. It was so weird. Anyways.
Vikings win, but it's probably a competitive game.
I'm going to go Vikings.
I like the Lions coach. That's another one that's on my list of he's going to be up and coming. They need a new quarterback because I don't believe in Goff head, and they need a lot of new draft picks because they got holes, but that coach, Dan Campbell.
Vikings haven't been playing bad, but...
Yeah, they have.
I mean, not Vikings. The Goff hasn't been playing.
Yeah, they're competitive, except with the Chicago.
Bad.
I don't know how they got blown out by Chicago or whatever happened in that game. That didn't make any sense.
I should pick Lions, but I'm going to go Vikings. Vikings can't be this bad. They just can't.
Vikings win, but it's a competitive game.
I mean, the Vikings have all the things you need. Great running back, great wide receiver, and a decent quarterback. I don't know what else you need. They have good D-line, some few linemen that are pretty good, and good linebackers. They have a solid team. I hate the Vikings. Ooh.
Broncos at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh favored by 1.
Pittsburgh Steelers are favored over the Broncos?
Yes.
Is Bridgewater? Is this under Bridgewater hurt?
Don't take my point away from me.
Okay.
If Bridgewater plays, Broncos win. If Bridgewater doesn't play,
we can't do picks like that.
Fans lose.
You know what? I'm gonna go Broncos anyways because Big Ben has a hurt hip, supposedly.
Yeah, but Ben's the problem. So if the backup plays, even if he's back,
Mike Tomlin.
The Steelers actually have like good players.
Mike Tomlin needs way more credit as a head coach than like he's given. He's given a lot of credit, but like you know what? I'm tired of who?
People are just tired of Tomlin.
How?
Because people get tired of things easy. It's 2021, man.
You know what? Getting tired of them as like maybe a Steelers fan, I guess, because maybe y'all should be. But like, you know what? You would look at a Tomlin.
I think fans are just tired of looking at him too.
A Tomlin interview,
and Pete Carroll,
press conference,
and like just go down the list. People tired of looking at Belichick.
You would never know the Steelers are either really, really good or really bad when you talk to Tomlin. I love that. It's always the same with him. Now in the locker room, I don't know what he's talking about, but it's always the same with him. He's never.
I never even considered that.
I do. He can go anywhere else, and I think could turn around a team.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm saying he's been there so long, I think people are tired of him. I don't mean these Steeler fans. I mean, you just watch the TV. and the team sucks, and you just see them on the sideline like, damn.
Whoa, last year they didn't suck.
Seeing you. Oh,
they started the season off with 11-0,
and then
they lost the last 5.
They sucked. Yes,
that doesn't suck. I mean, you lost last. You still 11-5.
No, I mean, if you were like winning games with smoke and mirrors though all along, you sucked.
Winning is winning. I don't care if you were doing a magic trick. I don't care.
Well,
winning is winning.
The Browns won last year, and the Browns were not a good team. Now they're a good team this year. It's weird to me. Completely weird.
I feel like I thought they were better last year.
No, they weren't. They're
a weird team right now. We have the Browns making the playoffs.
They're not a weird team now. They might be one of the best teams in the league right now. They have the best defense probably in the league.
Go for it.
They went to Vikings and held the Vikings to a touchdown in the NFL. I mean, the Vikings have a good offense. They got Dalvin Cook, a decent quarterback, maybe top half of the league, and superstar receivers. I mean, or at least one superstar receiver. Next game, Titans at Jaguars. Titans favored by 4.
I hate the Titans.
Well, that's another team that's up and down.
Look, Urban Meyer just got grinded on.
He's about to grind on the Titans.
I'm going to go Jaguars, man. I'm going to go Jags. They got to win one. If this is one to win, I mean, they probably should have won the Bengals one and the Cardinals one, but they got to win this one.
What happened in the Cardinal one?
Well, they were beating the Cardinals down, then the Cardinals came back and beat them.
Oh, I don't remember that. I mean, I remember it was a close game, but I don't remember that. I'm going to go Jaguars. I hate the Titans. I hate everything about them. I don't hate Derrick Henry.
I don't hate the Titans, but I'm just so disappointed.
I hate everything about the franchise. I just hate it. I'm tired of it. That's another thing I'm tired of. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Atlanta Falcons.
That's probably another
franchise.
franchise.
Seattle Seahawks.
You know what? The Titans
tired of Vikings.
The Titans should. Yeah, you have my list. Your list is a little different, but that's the reason why. Shout out to the homie I Am Legend. Look, I don't hate the Falcons, but I hate the Falcons.
I'm tired of the Eagles.
The Falcons.
I like Jalen Hurts.
The Falcons should have at least 2 Super Bowls by now. They just should. Like, next game.
So you got Jaguars?
Jaguars. Ugh.
Eagles at Panthers. Panthers favored by 3.5.
Ugh.
No, it's not because Panthers are actually really good. I don't know what happened last week, but
they ran into a really good Cowboys team. That's what happened.
But normally when 2 really good teams play, it's not a blowout like this competitive game. I mean, no, you're not going to sit here and tell me you think the Panthers are a bad team.
I don't think the Panthers are bad.
They've made their statement already.
I don't think the Panthers are a bad team, but the Cowboys is the first team that I thought was a legitimate foe. They played the Texans.
They could play each other next week again, and the Panthers could win by 20.
They played the Texans. They played like a weird Saints team, and they played the Jaguars. The Jets. Sorry, that's their wins. Thank you, Panthers. Did their job and did good, but the Cowboys is the first team I thought like, okay, let's see what the
Saints 26-7, and they beat the Texans 24-9.
Jameson, Texans, the Saints. Jameson had what, 3 interceptions, whatever. He was old Jameson. All right.
What does that got to do?
And
with
then
anything?
They play the Jets. Let's not do that. Let's not. Whoa. Let's not act like them teams. Yes, any given Sunday, if you want to hit me, whatever. No, those 3 teams are literally teams we laugh at. We literally laugh at them on a regular basis.
Who?
Texans.
You don't laugh at the Saints?
I do.
No, you don't.
I do. I hate the Saints.
No one does.
The Saints is on my hate list as well.
No, they're not.
Huh? Fam, the Saints have been in the top 10.
If anything, the Saints have got railroaded by the refs in a lot of those games. They haven't fell on themselves like the Falcons have.
No, let me tell you something.
The Falcons fell on themselves.
The reasons why the Saints are on my hate list is because the Saints have had a top 5 offense for the last 11 years. It had a number 1 probably 3 times out of the 11 years. And this is many Super Bowls out of that block in time.
No, they won a championship.
No, I'm talking about in the last 10, 11 years. That was like whatever that was. The Saints are overachievers. They can go out there and score all the points they want to and then lose in the playoffs. Granted, some situation referee-wise, but you know what? It is what it is. Period. That's why I hate the Saints. Now, let's not act like that was the second game of the season the Panthers played them, and let's not act like that isn't Jameis Winston. Let's not do that. They beat Jameis Winston after he balled out against the Packers, and then the second game we were like, he's back. That won. Then they beat the Jets, rookie quarterback.
You're doing a lot of hating. Huh?
Rookie quarterback and the Jets. That's another. And then the Houston Texans, who played their second string quarterback no one had ever heard of. You thought it was Webb. It wasn't even Webb. It was somebody else. And he went out there and got himself.
Man, he sucks.
Went out there and got himself slapped around. So Cowboys, Panthers are doing all right. Cowboys is better.
Everybody named Davis is related.
Who Panthers play? Who Panthers played this week?
I just told you, Eagles at Panthers. The Panthers are winning the game. The Panthers are a good team. Their defense is underrated. Their receiving core is really good, and McCaffrey's been out, but they got a really good running back. That's another thing. You didn't face McCaffrey, so let's not go overboard.
That's cool.
Don't go overboard. They're a good team.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
I don't know why you would do that, but
Eagles have had some really bright spots this season. I don't know how good I really think the Panthers are. I don't know how good I really think the Panthers must have the easiest schedule in the league. They must, because their first.
No, they're playing your division.
Hold on.
That's how you do in the NFL.
No.
You play two divisions, then you play your division, and you play two outside games. Well, there's now 17 game season, so.
But they're playing the wackest ones in the divisions in a row. The Steelers is the only one that made the playoffs last year. The other teams is.
Steelers? Why are you talking about Steelers?
I'm talking about Panthers.
They just played y'all.
The Saints I'm talking about. The Saints is the only one that made the playoffs out of their block of blocks their team are playing.
They've only played 4 games. What do you want?
I don't care. They didn't start out fine. You know what? Their first game is the Jets. They didn't play against the Patriots first or whoever first, the top of the team first. They started at the bottom of the division first.
Who are you talking?
The Panthers.
The Saints beat the Patriots by 1,000,000 points in Foxborough, so clearly the Patriots are not.
All right, what is it? I got Eagles. Eagles winning. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns.
Next game, Dolphins at Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by 10.
Buccaneers win by 30.
Okay. Next game, Patriots at Texans.
You didn't pick a team. Bucks or Fins?
Bucks.
You gotta make it solidify because I will give you Fins if you don't pick.
No,
if you don't pick, I'll give you the worst team if you don't say it verbally.
No, you won't.
Oh, I will.
No, you won't.
What you got?
We have someone who tracks the games and they don't go based on what you say.
And he knows the rules. He knows the rules. You don't pick, then it's a coin
Nobody
flip.
goes based on what you say.
Coin flipped.
That's what you probably did in my record last week. That's why it looks so bad.
Nope. I followed your text to the T.
Yeah, all right. Patriots, Houston Texans. Patriots favored by 9.
Oh, wait, who? Patriots or Texans?
Patriots at Texans. Patriots favored by 9.
I guess Patriots. They're kind of whack, too.
I'm going to pick the Patriots just because I don't think the Texans, like if the Texans still had, what's the name, quarterback, and were healthy, they would have won probably a couple games.
They'd probably be undefeated right now.
No, they wouldn't. They lost week 1.
Who would they play week 1? You were talking Tyrod? I'm thinking of Watson. I don't know about Tyrod.
Oh, Watson, that's a different story. But Watson ain't playing in the NFL ever again, so it doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Just like
ever?
Trevor Bauer's never pitching ever again. Same thing. He might quarterback in the CFL or something.
He might be a Dolphin. Miami, Florida doesn't shun things like that.
The real true news ain't even out yet. So if real true stuff comes out and he gets convicted, he ain't never playing ever again.
Oh, well, that's different.
I mean, that's a legitimate possibility, though.
Oh, no, it is.
Patriots win, and the only reason I say that is I think the Texans roster, minus the quarterback, could beat the Patriots at home, but the quarterback is so bad, maybe the worst quarterback that we've ever seen in the NFL. Okay, that's not true, but I'm just going to say it for hyperbole. He's so bad that they have no chance to beat anyone. They will lose to the Jets by 40 right now. Patriots win. Chicago Bears at Raiders. Raiders minus 5.5. Raiders win
easily,
assuming they're healthy.
Look,
I don't want to be like the team that allowed Justin. What's his name? Justin Tucker.
Fields. Justin Tucker.
I don't want to be the team known as the one that let Justin Fields finally get himself together or whatever. I know they just beat the Lions, but the Lions are the Lions. So. If this is another game like week 3 when the Raiders played Miami at home without Tua. If you don't beat Chicago at home, you just there ain't no reason to play the rest of the season because you ain't making the playoffs.
Khalil Mack, 2 sacks, forced fumble, and an interception, and they still lose.
That would be funny, but I think Khalil Mack might be injured. I don't know. I'm 100% on that, but I'm going to say Raiders win.
Last week.
Okay. I thought he was out. I'm going to say Raiders win just because the Bears, saying Chicago Bears win on the road to me is like, no. It's not possible. Browns at Chargers. Pretty good game. Might be the game of the week.
I guess Chargers. I'm going to go Chargers 2 in a row. I don't want to because it's the Chargers, but
I don't want to pick the Browns because I don't want the Browns, but I think I'm picking.
But I don't want to pick the ground. I don't want to pick against the Browns either because they seem to just shine. Like
the defense is better than I give credit for. The offense is horrendous because I know the Vikings defense ain't no good, and the Vikings defense held them to 14 points. So
yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers.
Browns. San Francisco 49ers at Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals minus 5.5. San Francisco 49ers starting a rookie quarterback for the first time because Jimmy Bucket.
They said he's not as bad as they thought he was. They said
But
2 weeks at first, and then they did. Oh, okay.
The starter.
I'm going Cardinals.
Trey Lance. Cardinals win by 7,000 points.
But I wouldn't be shocked. I
already
wouldn't be
bet
shocked.
the game early in the week when I got Cardinals minus 3.5. It's now 5.5.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Cardinals got that loss. You'd be like, "What do y'all do? Y'all go out there and whoop on that, and then whoop
not
LA
this year because
back?
they've literally whooped everyone. No, there was only one game the Cardinals didn't whoop,
everyone,
and it was the game we expected.
But
them to whoop,
as long
Vikings.
as they're still the Cardinals, we wouldn't be shocked if they lost the next 3 in a row or 4 in a row. We
no,
wouldn't
but
be
see,
shocked.
that's what we're saying. This year is not like that because the Browns' defense is actually good. The Patriots are not good.
We'll see.
No, Cardinals by 7,000.
I got Cardinals.
Giants at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Giants
by
just,
a trillion.
Giants just won at Saints, which I think surprised everyone. Surprised me. I think it'll be a competitive game. It'll be a better game than people think. But Cowboys win. Cowboys are at home.
Cowboys win by a trillion.
No, they don't.
The score, the only reason why it might be an issue is because it's a rivalry game in the division, but we went out there and destroyed the Eagles. That didn't bother nothing. We're going to go out there and destroy the Giants, which ain't going to do nothing. We're going to win the division. We're going to head to SoFi, and we're going to play against somebody in the Super Bowl, fake baby. That's what's happening for us, fam. That's what's happening for us. Stay tuned. Place your bets.
Cowboys 3 home games in a row. Must be nice for you.
We should be undefeated if we didn't lose by a field goal in Tampa Bay, but you know what it is, what it is. Okay. Y'all should have beat the Chargers.
Candies and nuts.
What you got? What's next?
No, they shouldn't have because John Gruden's trash and he scored 0 points in the first half. How do you get shut out by the worst defense in football, maybe? Chargers came into the game allowing 170 yards rushing per game and like 6 yards a carry. And the Raiders, I think, ran for 43 yards in the game. They should be ashamed
Division
of
rivalry.
Themselves.
It happens.
It doesn't matter. You watch film, you see what other teams have done, and guess what? You do the same stuff.
100%, man.
You don't like go like, oh, I'm John Gruden. I'll stick to my own regular game plan that I do every single time. Instead of like watching film, we see what y'all do, and we gonna do it. Expose y'all. John Gruden is a bozo of all bozos. And honestly, at this point, I think he could fire the owner. I don't think it's the other way around.
That'd be awesome. That'd be interesting.
It would not be awesome for me.
Be an interesting discussion.
It would be interesting for the show topic. It would not be interesting for me as a fan.
Having Gruden breaking the owner to have a seat is funny. Have a seat.
Buffalo Bills. Okay, so this is the game of the week then. Buffalo Bills at Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5.
Buffalo Bills.
Yay!
Easy pick.
Chiefs win.
What? Don't do that to the Buffalo Bills.
Why did you say what? Like it was a shock I picked the Kansas City Chiefs at home. Like I got the best quarterback in the league.
I'm doing a podcast here.
You said what? Like they don't have the best player in the league.
Buffalo wins. Buffalo wins because Buffalo has a better defense than Kansas City.
Kansas City's defense is awful.
Way better defense.
But Kansas City has the best offense in the league.
But don't play Buffalo offense like that because their offense is phenomenal. I mean, they put 40-0 against somebody last week.
The worst team in the league, Texans.
So, they're the worst team in the league now? Who's the worst team? Them? The Lions
Have you seen the Texans
Jaguars?
play since Man went out?
Fam, it doesn't matter. They're all bad. Look. What was the game we talking about again? Spurs and Lakers? Forgot what we was talking about.
The Bills. Don't say the Bills' offense is one of the best offenses in the league.
I didn't say that.
You did. You said phenomenal.
No. I said don't sleep on their offense like
phenomenal.
that. I said don't treat their offense like
not phenomenal.
That. Man.
Now, last year quarterback played well, and they have Diggs, who was the best receiver in the league last year. He hasn't played up to it this year. I got him on my fantasy team. I would know. Them beating Texans with no quarter. Texans basically could have taken a fan out of the stands. It was 40-0. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
They did their job.
Chiefs are at home with the best quarterback in NFL history
and the worst defense in NFL history.
Well, I don't know about the NFL history, but it's pretty bad.
They might be worse than the Cowboys last year.
But also the most creative offensive minds in NFL history. Chiefs win.
Okay. Don't forget who's coaching the Bills, so don't do that. Don't do that because the Bills coaching staff is up there as well.
The offensive staff is Brian Daboll. I mean, I don't know how good of a head coach the guy is because he has Josh Allen. But Brian Daboll, however you pronounce it, I said 2 years ago or whatever, he's one of my favorite offense coordinators.
Yep.
Last game of the week is Indianapolis Colts at Baltimore Ravens. Ravens favored by 7. Ravens win by 7,000 points. Don't even do that. And you know I like Frank Reich. Lamar Jackson might I was gonna say repeat his MVP.
I'm gonna give
Lamar might win MVP again.
I'm gonna give the Colts 2 in a row because Wentz played okay on Sunday. Played okay. I think he was like 23 of 34.
The Colts
or something.
are not winning.
I think he got 2 touchdowns. I think they might get this one.
The new Colts are not winning at the old Colts.
Let me tell you,
It's not happening.
if my record is just as good as last week and yours this week, I'm the greatest picker of all time. Because I went on a limb on a lot of these picks.
No, you're not.
I went on a limb on a lot of these picks.
Of all time, you'd be winning money doing it.
No, I don't want that vice.
That's how greatest pick of
I
all
love
time
sports.
works.
No, I love sports. I love the art of sports. I don't like looking at sports and being hammered by looking at my phone to see if they're gonna if this receiver's gonna get 60 yards and he's gonna get a touchdown. Why he hand him the ball and then hand him the ball? I don't even do that with fantasy anymore. I pick my lineup. I don't even look at it. I get that notification. You just lost. Well, that's the game.
Yes.
So I don't do any of that anymore. If I was gambling, I cannot look at my phone and not focus on the game because pass him the ball because
You know how
I need
many
him
games
to
I bet on that I don't even watch? I don't care.
Okay, that's due to the amount that you're gambling.
No, it's not.
Okay, look, I'm talking about me personally. I can't.
Yeah, you're
I
right,
don't
Cole.
want
We
to.
know.
I don't
Listeners
want
know.
to. I love the sport. Wow, look at the smell of the grass. I love it.
Yes.
All right, I got nothing else. You got anything else?
You got a stadium with artificial turf and you talking about the smell of the grass. No. John Gruden sucks. Fire him into space. Hire a new coach. Simple.
Look, you guys are 3-1 right now. Can we relax?
At the
Let's
beginning
see
of the
what
show,
happened.
you said like phenomenal or something about the Raiders. They are not phenomenal.
No, I said
Derek Carr was playing phenomenal until this past game.
I didn't say they were phenomenal. I said they had the top offense in the league. That's what I said. That
You
was
also
it.
said they're phenomenal or something when I scoffed at the Raiders. The Raiders are. John Gruden can fly off Earth.
You just don't like him. When you got a winning
you're right.
record right now, you can't right now. You just can't.
Yeah, you can.
You just can't. Because it makes you a hater.
A hater.
you are a hater.
I'm a hater of John Gruden. I don't dislike Derek Carr as much as I did 4 years ago or whatever, but
You hated Derek Carr.
But
Derek Carr has always been good.
no, he hasn't always been good. The last 2 years he's been good. But also in the third quarter, down 21-14 on third down, Derek Carr went like this when he was about to get sacked, when like 99% of other quarterbacks would have just went the other way and not gotten sacked. There's a picture on Twitter that I retweeted. He tucked the ball anticipating a sack like 5 seconds before the man actually hit him. Like, fam, you looking downfield and you see someone about to break the line, there's a blocker right here. You can spin this way and go out.
Maybe something was in his eye, or maybe something happened. Maybe he had chest pains. I don't know.
You're right, but shouldn't you try to win the game if you're down a touchdown?
Fam,
Because
something in my eye, I don't know.
if you take a sack in that situation, the game's over. Because you got a long field goal, 11 minutes left in the game, you're still not winning, and then your defense hasn't stopped them all day. So
All day.
Time and score. You have to understand you can't take a sack on third down. Because if you don't take a sack, and
He understands that.
No, he doesn't. Clearly.
Okay, he took the sack, but we don't know why he took the sack. All right, and he's not the most. Well, he's a pretty mobile quarterback. He can move the pocket.
Yes, thank you.
He can't move the pocket.
He can run. He just
I love
doesn't,
Derek Carr.
'cause He's a weenie.
I love Derek Carr, and if Dak wasn't who Dak was, I would take a Derek Carr in a second. But luckily, Dak
Yes,
is.
with Derek Carr with a real coach might actually be good.
Dak is probably.
If put Derek Carr on 49ers, they're probably undefeated.
If Dak didn't get hurt last year, because he's
The
going to win.
49ers might beat everyone by 7,000 if you put Derek Carr with that head coach.
Dak is going to win comeback player of the year, but Dak should be up for consideration right now. If you had to make a top 5 list
He's
of MVPs,
13-1 not for MVP.
he should be okay. All right, making sure.
Someone brought it up already.
You placing your bets?
Nope.
Place your bets.
But maybe NFL Offensive Player of the Year he might, but I don't think he went MVP.
Place your bets.
Because I don't think Dallas is going to be, their record's not going to beat the record of the team that the player, whoever wins MVP is going to be.
Who's at the top?
Because I'm talking about what team is better.
No. I'm saying like who's right now. Odds
Number
are
one right now is Kyler, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Dak is up there. Yeah, clearly. But Kyler's number one. His team's undefeated, and every game he's creating ridiculous touchdowns. Fam, the Cardinals have scored like almost 40 points every game. I mean,
That has to fall at some point. I don't want it to because I root for them, but Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's go home. I got to go home. I got to do a lot of stuff. Anything else? That's this. Pow!